Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! How everybody doing? Trade deadline week. A lot of motion going down. Already happening. Soon to be happening. A lot to discuss. This is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. I'm merely a host, Josiah Johnson, and we got NBA legend, current Arc Raiders player Gilbert Arenas here with us. Show your love. Show your love.
You shaved. Well, I appreciate that. What?
Chopped it down.
6 bodies. six people lost their life today. Yeah. That was my Arc Raiders look.
Oh, I like it, man.
Yeah, I was just mass murder out there, man. I was hurting people's feelings.
I know.
You back off the ledge? You good?
Huh?
You back?
Nah, just this face usually just makes them feel a little bit better.
Okay.
The other face, they knew I was coming.
It makes us all feel a little bit.
It does. We all feel a little more comfortable here on the couch.
We feel comfortable
See,
now.
you feel comfortable, right? And that's how I had to make them feel.
We didn't know what you was on.
Like, hey, yo, I'm Philly. Psych. Nah. Yeah.
Next to Gil, we got NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young, here with us.
Man.
On this side of the couch, the man they call Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants, in the building. And representing Tough Crowd, a card-carrying country club member, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings, in the arena. That country club membership will come in handy next week. We got the golf tournament on the way next Thursday. All-Star
weekend.
weekend.
Golf course. It's mine.
It's yours?
Mine.
Turn up.
So we do whatever we want.
For the day.
For the day.
For the day.
That's all we need. Black History Month. We got one day.
See, black people, they come and take over, see?
All you need is one day.
Got one day.
They come and
De-gentrify the golf course. I like it.
And Woollen Hills. That's crazy.
How many 911 calls? Higher, Underdogs will do a higher or lower? I'll say 5.5? No, 2? Okay.
Hey,
One in a follow-up.
thought about it. Ever since you moved off the street, we don't see helicopters no more. Real talk, right? You remember that year?
There was a time when the ghetto birds
It was lots.
were flourishing freely over the Woodland Hills
You was
Sky.
hopping fences and shit, too.
Was they over here or was they more down?
That's because you was coming to my neighborhood.
Down by.
Them black. Yeah, them Africans over there, them blacks over there. Get a little dark skinners over there.
Oh, my God.
And King Kong on the building with the white girl. They thought that was you.
Symbolism, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to discuss. Here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today.
I'm just saying.
James Harden and the Clippers reportedly aligned on a trade before the deadline. Now, are allegedly in advanced talks with the Cavs for a deal involving Darius Garland. Would the beard be a good fit in the land? Paul George suspended 25 games for violating the league's anti-drug policy. But is this actually good news for the Sixers? And the NBA announced the reserves for the All-Star game here in Los Angeles at the Intuit Dome, the Clippers Arena. Which players deserve the love and who got snubbed? Before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. The big game is finally here. And if you want to get in on the action, you already know I'm using Underdog. It's super simple. You just pick higher or lower on 2 or more player stats like touchdowns, receptions, and more. And you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. And it's not just football. They've got all the options. For the big game, Underdog's hooking it up with a big reveal. Just choose your favorite player and see if you get a gimme pick. Underdog's available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $75 in bonus entries when they play just $5 to get started. Just use code GIL when you sign up, and it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GIL. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So, Sunday, the NBA announced the 7 All-Star Game reserves for the Eastern and Western Conference as voted by the league's coaches. And naturally, there was some controversy in at least one egregious snub. Let's take a look at the list. East first. You got Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Norman Powell, Pascal Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns, all getting the nod as the Eastern Conference reserves. They joined the East starters, which include Giannis, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, and Jaylen Brown. Obviously, Giannis hurt right now, so likely we're not playing that game, but still got the All-Star starter distinction. Now let's take a look at the West All-Star reserves, if we can, please. So we got Denny Avdia, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, LeBron, Raymond James Sr., and Jamal Murray, all making the list. Joining West starters Nikola Jokic, Luka, SGA, Steph Curry, and Wemby. Game features 6 first-time All-Stars with Danny Avdia, Jalen Duren, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Johnson, Jamal Murray, and Norman Powell, each making their first appearance. As a reminder, the reserves are voted on by all the coaches in the league, with no coach being allowed to vote for any of their own players. So again, when you take a look at this list, are you rolling with the NBA All-Star reserves for the Eastern and Western Conference?
Go back.
Which one?
Because I didn't
which one would you like to see first?
It don't matter. I didn't recognize a lot of those.
Can we go back to the East?
That's like stars.
So the star behind their name, that's the first time?
First time is the asterisk by the end of their name.
Yeah, some of those are going to be last time too. But listen,
Gil,
can I ask you a question?
be supportive.
Can I have you a question? Do you think this team could beat the OKC? Thunder?
In a 7-game series, or just a one-off?
No, just 7 games.
In the NBA Cup semifinal?
Just 7-game series in the playoffs.
Wait, could they beat OKC in a 7-game series? Hell no.
See, the fact that we even the fact that we
thought about it?
like of course real fast, it just kind of.
That's a nasty lineup.
I'm okay. Look, that's the reason. That's the reason the All-Star game fell off. You can say whatever you want, but if you look back at the 80s and 90s, you didn't have a lot of option 3s and option 2s on teams. Okay. Philly, you had AI, and then because of the center position, you had Mutombo.
Okay.
Everybody else,
But Mutombo was a fan favorite.
but everybody else are number 1 options on their team. The star player, the guy you're coming to see. Some of these guys are not the best player on their team, but you want to say they're top 24 because of their team record, but their team record is pushed by the number 1 option, not the number 3 option. So that is the problem with the All-Star game. It's becoming watered down with the talent, not the best players.
But a lot
Who's
of
the number
people
3
hurt
option
though,
on there?
too, though.
Huh?
Like, of course, Tatum would have been on there. But he's hurt. I got a feeling in that spot.
Yes, just another superstar somewhere else.
But where else is another superstar in the East?
I mean, shit, Trae Young probably would have been on this.
Nah, they don't get Trae Young respect.
Right? I mean, he averaged,
You missed a lot of time.
But he been
Paulo,
okay, he would have been on there.
he should be on there.
Oh, he's not on there.
Garland was hurt.
We cool.
Right, so this is just
Think
one of
about
those.
the East, though.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is just one of those years like we've been saying in the East, though.
Embiid. Oh, yeah.
Like
Michael Porter.
we go to the All-Star game for the superstar.
Put Melo in
We
there.
can see these names when they come to our city. You spend $10, $20, $40, $50,000 to see the best players in the world.
Tyrese
So
hurt.
you're saying like back in your day, right, All-Star game, you
Tyrese hurt.
guys had to be number 1 to even have 2 people. Because everybody else, right, was...
No, in my day, they started that bullshit when they did that Detroit Pistons, they pulled 4 players off that team.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Who would you rather have?
LaMelo Ball? Well, I mean, who? Out of who?
Just on the list. Who would you rather
Me
have?
watching? I'd rather have me personally and that's available.
Who are you taking off? Who you putting on?
I'm putting Embiid on. Well, hold on.
Are you rocking with Embiid now,
No,
Gil? Hold on.
Yeah.
Because last week,
Last week I wasn't.
Stop doing that.
no, I'm not.
I'm in the middle of trying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get there.
Okay.
We was gonna
Okay, I'm
get
just making
there.
sure.
We're going to get to that.
I know, but
No, I said
just trying to
rocking with him. He's healthy to play in this game.
Yeah.
No one was. We're rocking with Embiid when he's healthy. If he's healthy, we're rocking with him. If he's not, he's not. But him on one leg is still better than shoulderless.
Yeah, 26. Shit.
One leg Embiid is still better than shoulderless.
Who you taking off?
For Embiid, you can take off
Norman Powell?
everybody but Donovan
Not
Mitchell.
foul, not
Yeah, he can go. All of
For
them.
Embiid, everybody but Donovan Mitchell, he can replace.
All right, who else?
Lonzo Ball,
I'm rolling. He should be in there.
You mean
What? LaMelo.
LaMelo Ball.
But come on now.
He's in
Yeah,
all.
shout out to Lonzo. We love you, Lonzo. But
is he playing All Star? basketball right now?
Fam,
Is any of them playing all-star basketball right now?
I believe so.
Who?
Norman Powell. Scotty
ain't Brandon Ingram the lead?
Is Norman Powell the best player on his team?
No, Brandon Ingram
is
is.
the lead.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram should be on
Brandon
there.
Ingram should be on there. I don't know why he's not on there.
Is Norman Powell the best player on the Heat?
Yeah.
No, he's the scorer they have. Just like Hero was a scorer, but what's the name was the best player?
Playing all-star basketball right now.
23 is all-star basketball now.
For the Heat right now, yes. Just like Pascal's playing all-star basketball for the
Averaging 23,
right now.
averaging 20. So now we're just going to points. He's averaging 23 points.
I'm asking this. This is what I wanted to get into.
So let me ask you a question then, before you ask yours. Because we can't use his record to cheat, he's averaging 23 on a 13-win team as the only player on the team. Last year, you had the whole team there, he averaged 20. So his production went up 3 points. 3 points. So you're saying James Harden's not playing better. You're saying Kawhi Leonard with his numbers not playing better.
What I'm saying is right now.
AR is not playing better with
now,
his numbers.
This is the East. Right now with the East, it's wide open for all-stars because you got so many injuries. Halliburton's down, Tatum's down, Embiid's not being picked. These are slots that would
Embiid can be
picked,
like,
right? So they're not. So these are reserves. These are guys these are guys we should be applauding for being able to put up the numbers that they put up to be able to be selected based on it being the third tier level down on injuries and all of these other things. Hey, you've been playing well enough.
Michael Porter Jr.?
Embiid,
He's not in there.
So
He averages.
Hey, that might be one that I would sub out for Scotty Barnes. And even,
For Scotty Barnes, you're gonna
look
win a
at-
team.
You look at
What about Brandon?
Brandon Ingram.
Brennan Ingram,
These
and
are questions. Every year, do we not have questionable picks?
Brennan Ingram.
Do we have questionable picks
No,
every
we've
year?
never
Dame Lillard has been snubbed.
Superstar.
Trey Young has been snubbed over and over again.
Yeah, but Brandon.
These are snubs we talk about every year. So this is what I would like to.
we talk about one or two.
Let me get to it.
This is the whole NBA.
We want the stars to always occupy the all-star categories based on whether they are playing all-star level or not. Just because you're a first option, second option, don't mean you're an automatic all-star.
Yeah.
Some guys are playing all-star level. There's third option. These are guys like Kyle Korver. These are guys that can play, that are playing well, are deservingly so getting picked. So you're Chris Mullins, the Mitch Richmonds, the Kevin
First option,
Johnsons.
it's the first
These
option,
are all
second option.
guys
First
back
option,
then
second option.
that you look and you be like, how did he make it over him?
No, Chris Mullin was the number
Who were
two
they
shooting guard in
making
the
it
league.
over?
Kevin Johnson averaged 20 and 10.
I know, I
Anthony
don't know what
Mason was an all-star.
Who?
Anthony Mason.
Yeah.
Who did he make it over?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He did over somebody who everybody probably thought he was more deserving.
Was a fan
But
favorite.
these are things that I'm saying. Well,
Anthony
they're guys
Mason
that
was a
should
fan
be
favorite.
applauded for making it. But we're saying that they should be replaced by a second or first option guy based on them being all-stars. Scotty Barnes is up there because he was an all-star before.
But Brandon Ingram was too before.
So why
Why did
Brandon?
he get punished?
Yeah, why
So why is Brandon Ingram?
And his team is winning.
Why is Brandon Ingram up there?
We don't.
Norman
And
Powell
he's
got
cool.
snubbed last year. So
Okay.
he don't deserve to be up there this year?
Because he got snubbed last year?
I like
No.
Powell. I like
Playing better
Powell.
than Michael Porter.
I like Powell.
Yeah.
I like Powell now.
Jalen Durden, does he deserve to be an all-star? Does his numbers speak all-star numbers?
Yeah, you tell me.
No.
Okay.
Michael Porter Jr.'s numbers speak all-star, but is he an all-star?
Should be.
No, not. Well,
I mean, he's not all-star because they get picked.
What team does Jalen Durden play on?
The number one team in the East.
Number one team in the East.
So let's talk about it.
Just Michael Porter Jr.'s play
So
on.
every year there are deserving players who don't make the All-Star team. Here are some of the snubs for this year. Let's take a full list. You guys have mentioned several of them. This according to the Underdog NBA account. But you got, like you said, Michael Porter Jr. in the East, Bam Adebayo, Joel Embiid, who I'm proud to see you supporting and saying he deserves some All-Star love. So
Oh, you forgot Ingram. Ingram, the guy who hits all the game winners at the end of the game.
just some of them. These are notable.
Man.
Notable. But you got Michael Porter Jr. averaging 26, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, career highs for him. Embiid is putting up 26, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 29 games this season. Bam Adebayo averaging 18 and 10. West, like we mentioned, current Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, I use current, James Harden, both weren't picked as coaches, reserves, even though the game is currently at their home arena. Like you mentioned, Kawhi averaging career high 28 points on 50, 39, 91 splits. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Also a league-leading 2.1 steals. He's the first player in NBA history to average those numbers and not be an all-star. You got Şengün as well, averaging 21 and 9 and 6 assists. So when you look at it, I mean, how egregious is that Kawhi snub?
It's egregious because, and this was my argument about the Euro versus the what's-the-name game. Because someone like Pascal, you're the best Euro having a good time.
Yeah.
So you're not even in the category with everyone else because they have to have 8 Euros on the team to fill out the roster.
Yeah.
Wait.
So LeBron James is having a better year than Kawhi?
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, okay.
Wait, LeBron James is deserving of an All-Star?
No, I'm telling you the difference between the snubs, because the Americans are going to get snubbed more because they control All-Star game. There's usually 5 or 6 Euros. Now they have to put 2 more in for no reason.
Just because.
So that's why you have a guy who won 13 games, and that doesn't happen.
Şengün got left off.
Yeah. He's going to be replacing somebody.
He's got.
Who is going to be?
So Giannis
Giannis is
currently,
going to be replaced by him.
Giannis is
So they
currently
pulled
not
in somebody else.
He's on the West. He got snubbed, right?
But he's not on the West. He's in the
Steph
Euro.
Curry and LeBron James are both All-Stars. Mm-hmm. LeBron is averaging less
Then who?
than Kawhi.
Then Kawhi, yeah.
So why is that not the conversation?
More
instead
wins.
of a Euro. That's Americans.
winning matters.
That's an American
They
thing.
said winning matters.
Oh, that's what we're going
No.
Like,
No, they
that's
say
what the
win-
coaches
Instead of
feel.
using that.
Don't use the Euro thing. Use the American thing because
No.
He could
This
be
whole
replacing
thing-
somebody else.
The whole thing.
LeBron not retiring. This ain't a fair.
It could be.
Ain't
So we don't know.
Okay, now again,
Ain't it
if the
wrong?
most Euros is 4 or 5, making it every year, and they're throwing a game, and now 8 has to make it. That means there's going to be 2 to 3 players that don't make this team that's going to be put on the team. So you have a record that has a guy on it just averaging 23 on the bottom feeding team that makes it to the All-Star game where it's never happened.
Yeah.
It don't happen.
What does that have
You
to
got
do with
people.
Jalen
You got
Durden?
people. You got
Jalen
people.
Durden is American.
You got people who
Norman
average.
Powell is American.
Oh, we're not talking
These are
about the
two-
Americans.
So why are they not being the substitutions?
okay,
Why are they
okay.
not subbing the other
Okay, so
guys?
let's try it again. There's 24 All-Stars regular.
Yeah.
Only 4 to 5 Euros make it. Only 4 to 5. Since they're doing a Euro game, that means they have to pull 3 to 4 All-Stars on the Euro side to make this game happen, which means less Americans have to make it because they got to put more Euros in. So that means 4 less Americans, 4 more Euros. So that means a Euro who's averaging 23 points on a bad team is going to make it, which says everybody, wait, hold on. I averaged 28 and 10, and I was the 8th spot, and you took me out.
The market.
But that's
Yeah, now I can average
this is
13.
the West. This is the West.
There's no West.
Show the
See, I
West.
didn't know-
Show the
there's
West.
no West.
Show the West
I thought-
reserve.
Bro, it
I
is
thought-
2 teams. It is
We know
West
that.
Americans,
Yes.
We know that.
Euros,
Is Czech
No,
a Euro?
it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be West America.
West Americans.
The way the numbers break down, that's not possible because you got more international.
It's 9, 8, and 7.
Making
Well,
up
shit,
shit.
10,
Making up
8,
shit,
and
man.
7.
You got more international players on the West side.
Yes,
You
man,
don't
making
have-
up shit.
Okay, how about this?
Bro, Chet Holmgren deserves it.
Hold on. Relax.
Over Kawhi?
Why? Relax since y'all don't do Euros. Count the Euros, sir. How many Euros are there?
This is the international team. There's more.
How
more
many international players are there?
Euro.
How many? 8?
Gil's flexible because you got
8.
Cat could be international.
Cat is a regular.
You
They
got
have 8.
Norman Powell who's Jamaican who could be international. There's a movement in the
They
state that
don't
can go
have.
on.
We know who the team is. They have 8 of them.
Okay.
Then the East team. What is it? 9. West team 7. Okay.
So if we can, Ian, can you pull up that world roster for me? Let's take a look for what potentially
There are
could be.
2 reserves that are.
I'm so confused on the All-Star game now. I thought it was just East versus West, and then the Euros would go to the.
Okay. So world team. Here we go. 8.
Okay.
But there is a potential.
8.
You can shift Cat to that side.
8.
You can shift Norman Powell to that
Then who are you
side.
going to take off?
Giannis is not playing in the game, Gil.
Then they're going to add one. They're not going to move one over. They're going to have to add one.
If you add Embiid, Embiid's American.
Embiid or Embiid is where he's at. So you have 8. Here's the 8 so
If he
far.
was on the Olympic team, when they
Here's
gonna go
the
medal?
8 so far,
But only
sir.
7 are playing, sir.
Okay, they're going to move. So Sengun, they're going to move one out, but you can see who their team is. There's no cat. There's no possible cat. There's no
what's
possible
wrong with what
Norman.
you're saying? What is your conversation? What's wrong with them picking these guys?
Because you see the bottom 3?
Yes, they're added to the.
They're being added.
Oh,
to the
okay,
team.
okay.
So they're not deserving
No,
of
like
All-Stars.
usually
So they're not deserving of All-Stars.
Usually those guys don't make it. It's always the top 5.
So Denny Avia is not.
But you don't think
playing at
Jamal
all?
Murray deserves to be an All-Star based on the year he's having?
Yo, see, I thought, no. See, okay, now
Use your third eye.
Not All-Star this year.
No, listen. I thought the international players were just going to have their team. I didn't know that you could take some players from here and add to the East and West. I thought
I said it all last year.
Still don't think that because that's not real. Y'all just making it up.
But you have fringe guys who played international that can still represent America.
I know, but
You
what I'm
keep
doing-
saying they could. They're not. So stop saying that.
All right, get one
Wemby is not going to play with us. They're showing you what their team is.
Yeah.
They're showing you right here.
yeah,
So why you keep talking about they could?
What's wrong with their team?
No,
if we're
it's the
forcing
problem.
this game
No,
to happen,
right, this-
and
It's
we
not
need
this game. It's not the game. Like, you guys are fucking being fooled.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Jesus Christ.
If y'all motherfuckers showed up to play hard, we wouldn't be doing this shit. Period.
No,
if you showed up to the All-Star game to play for the fans, we wouldn't be doing this. Now we're doing it. Now you're complaining about who's on the fucking world team.
No, because
What are we talking about?
No,
so fucking what? These niggas are playing All-Star level.
No,
So
that's
what?
not it.
So what?
You cooking. You
What the
cooking.
fuck?
Hold on. You
That's
cooking.
not it.
What the fuck is
That's
going on?
That's not it.
Okay,
That's not it.
Pascal can move out, put Sengun in.
That's not
cool. What's the argument now?
That's not it.
What's the argument now?
Just let him keep being loud. I want to ask him a question.
What's the argument?
No, listen,
now?
I thought the All-Star game was they picking their international players for their team,
It
right?
should have been 12 and 12.
Right, yes. And then you
But-
have your East. The East players that make it.
They have it.
The East, right? And then the West. I didn't know that you were going to just add some players from this side and just to add them to
So
the game.
this would be 3 teams of 8, 2 USA teams, 1 international team.
Which is the trick.
If either side didn't get the necessary players, so if they get 16 Americans or 8 international players, Adam Silver can basically come in
Yes,
and
I
do
don't
whatever
like
he
that.
wants
No,
to fill in the
No, but it
blank.
should've
And that's
been-
exactly what happened.
You
but it
become
should've
an
been
all-star
international
just
players.
because
You have your squad, but you still have your best West and your best East. So if you're on an international squad, you shouldn't just move on to an East or West team. Don't matter.
No, they're not moving on to an East and West.
You just said
There's gonna
you
be.
just said that.
There's 3 teams.
Right.
There's 8.
Okay.
8's in the middle. Euros.
Okay.
8 Americans.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a sandwich,
Right?
American.
So 8 is 24.
International.
Okay.
There's 16 Americans. Usually there's 20 Americans. 21 to 19. So you see how many more Americans is gone.
Okay.
Then you're adding 3 Euro players that normally don't make this team because they got to fill out the roster.
Yeah.
I said this last year. I said, "What do they get a real All-Star bid to put them in?" So they tried it last year, and you guys was too busy not paying attention because you want to run generic. You say the Americans don't play hard. Now they tested this out last year. They had 2 American teams and 1 Euro team, and then they threw in Candace Parker's what's-the-name team to throw everybody off. Now, here is the 2 American teams from last year. They had Shaq. He had LeBron, Steph, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Dame Leonard, James Harden, Jaylen Brown. Then Kenny Smith had Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, JJJ, Jaden Williams, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Cade, Tyro Hilo. Americans, right? Then Chuck had to, remember, I was just going to pick Euros. He had the Euro team. Jokic, Giannis, Shea, Wemby, Pascal, Sengun, Carl Anthony Towns, and then they put Donovan Mitchell on it. Right? Now, the Euro team, who did they play first game? Candace Parker's team.
Okay.
Them young boys damn near beat them because they wasn't playing hard.
Okay.
They went to the championship. What happened to them in the championship? Got their brakes blew off because they wasn't playing hard.
Okay.
So, sir, what you're pushing of the Euros playing hard and the Americans is not, besides Giannis, You can't name one European player that went out there and gave an all-star performance like they do in regular season. You can't name one outside of Giannis. So to push this narrative of the Euros is about to go in there, first of all, the game is diluted anyway.
Yeah.
And the reason the game is diluted is this. You have a Euro team where it's the best Euros. Then you have 16 Americans, which means they're going to have to dilute both teams. So that means you probably won't see Steph. You won't see Steph, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, LeBron James, and Curry on the same team. They're going to mix them. They're going to have them half and half. A diluted version of what you guys want to see. See, now this was 12 and 12. Let's get the rocking. But to say this is us versus them, no, you're just putting a diluted team. Most likely, if it's me, what you're going to do is you're going to have the Euro team play the smallest team. So have them play the Eastern Conference team, beat the dog shit out of them, and then you play the Western Conference team.
Could you put back up there what it just said? Yeah, right there. That's what it says. It says the team world roster.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't look like a diluted
So this is their team.
No.
This isn't confirmed yet,
Oh
but this
my
is
God.
what
Their
Okay.
team.
This has the best players.
So
American
the American teams, right? The Dame is not there. All those players you said from the other 16,
No.
a lot of those players
You
are
put the
not
16
there.
up so he can see it.
A lot of those
Just put the
players
16
are
up because
not
I don't think he be listening sometimes.
No, we do not have to see. We got the reserves for both sides.
Can you put
Can
the
I finish?
Americans?
Because you just
So I'm just saying,
cooked. You just
put the
cooked.
Americans up there so you know what you're talking about.
You just cooked.
Okay.
So
I know I did.
last year's shit was shit, right? It was shit.
Boo boo.
Who?
LeBron didn't play, right?
The Euros were shit.
LeBron didn't play last year, right?
Came close. They thought about that, right?
No, he didn't play.
He didn't ball.
No, he
Yeah, the G League, they was balling against the Euro. They played the Euro.
So this year, the Americans are going to have to muster with whatever roster they have based on the injuries, based on the guys not being available, and dealing with what they got. They got their starters. We seen who the starters were, right? We seen who the American starters, you know.
No, we don't know.
Edwards,
It's not the
Steph Curry.
It's not the American starters.
All of those guys who the Americans are, right?
And man, it's
Can y'all show me this so he can sound like he know what he's talking about?
Kevin Durant.
So I'll give you I'll just read out
all
the East
American
team.
players.
Just name out the reason.
Since I can't finish my
Yeah,
statement.
no, name out the reason. You already starting off bad. You just put Anthony Edwards as a starter, and he's not a starter.
Because, you know, it just sounds crazy when we just talk about the group we put together, and you're going to have to face us now.
So that's the Euro team.
We don't want to hear no excuses
No, that's the
about
Euro team.
diluting
Now-
your side.
Now look at the American team.
So let me read out the East starters and reserves. You just want the Americans, Gil?
We can see theirs. He can't see the other one, so he doesn't know
No,
what
we
he's talking about.
literally can't see it. That's why I'm
Yeah, so read the West team if this was a West team.
So the West starters minus the Euros is just Steph Curry.
It's the Americans, because this is world.
This is
Yeah,
the
that's
world.
world. This
That's
is
what we
show
can
me
go
the
off.
Americans.
We can just go off this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read
Show
it
me
to
the
you.
Americans.
Well, I'm gonna read it to you. But so the West starters minus international players is literally just Steph Curry, and then reserves.
So you have to bring in. So you have to bring in. So you got Steph as
You
a
have to
starter.
bring in shit. Who name the damn
Steph,
name? Stop
so-
putting extra shit on it.
So
name the name.
No, but of the starters, Steph's the only American, and then in the reserves, you got Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, LeBron.
Okay, so how many people is that? That's 7. We should have 7 or 6.
That's 4. One with Steph. Hold on. You got me doing math and shit, Gil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6.
6. So you got 6 on the West. Now let's go to the East.
So East, you've got Kay Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, and Jaylen Brown, the starters that are 4 Americans. Giannis, the only international player on that side. Then the other Americans, you got Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Johnson, Cat, if you want to call him Cat. Norm Powell, who is Jamaican, but you can make him American. Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren.
That sounds like a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, so there's 10 over there and 8 over. So again,
Sounds like a lot of motherfuckers
10.
to choose from.
what do you mean choose from?
Pick your roster when you want to go up against these dudes.
Remember, there's 2 American teams, sir.
You have a lot to choose from.
Okay, so how about this? How do we pick? So just so you know this, you see their team, right? We have 2 teams. So do we load one team with the best 8?
We don't give a fuck what you
Sit down.
do.
Won't you
Show
talk-
up and play hard.
Won't you
bro.
talk like an analyst?
Show up.
Won't you talk like an analyst now?
Show up.
Talk like an analyst. You have 16 players and you got to have 8. So what do you do with 2 teams? Do you put the best 8 on one team and say fuck the other team? Or do you try to dilute both of them so they both are competitive?
We don't care.
Because I can tell you this.
We just want you to show up and play hard. We just want you to show up and put on a show for the fans,
let's talk to you like
show up and play hard, bro.
So we won't see a team that has like Cade, right?
Ant-Man.
It won't be Cade, Ant-Man, at the 3, KD, LeBron, Cat, who else? Chet, who else? Donovan Mitchell and Curry. We won't see that 8 together.
Why?
Huh?
Why? If they have to play against the world, right? Don't they?
Because it's 2 teams, man. You
Ask
have
them
to
why
break it up.
again.
You gotta
Tell
break
them
it
to
down.
explain
You
why.
gotta break it in half.
You're diluting the 16 Americans between two teams.
I told y'all,
that's
I
why
said y'all don't want to listen.
That's what I thought it was.
I tried to tell this nigga. I said this all last year.
That's what I thought it. That's what I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was like
Put
that
the
too.
16 up against the 8.
I said just put the best international players against the best.
But they don't got
This other stuff. I don't know what this is. I don't get it. I don't get all this.
I do. I get it.
I just thought it was going to
They
be.
don't got
Stop making excuses. Just show up and play, bro.
No, that's what I thought.
It's a new format.
Bro, you're supposed to be an analyst.
It's
bro.
a
Be
new
an analyst
format,
today.
man.
Be an analyst today.
It's a new format.
I thought they were going to play
It's a
East
new
versus West,
format, man.
and then the Euro.
It's a new format.
International players
We're
will go to
trying
their
new
team,
shit.
and then y'all just put the. But okay.
Because niggas wouldn't play hard 3 years, 4 years, 5 years ago.
But they
You can't use that when you can't use that
I'm
when the Euros,
using it.
when the Euros don't play hard. You
Yeah.
can't use
Using it.
You can't use it.
Yeah, 'cause
Everybody's
they're a part
not
of it.
playing
They're a
hard.
part of it.
They're a part of it.
Everybody's not
That's not
playing
the-
hard.
They're a part of it.
Everybody's not playing hard. So
International players, it's not just
everybody,
Euro.
everybody's not playing hard. So
The
this is
world
a
is
new
bigger than
format
just
so
Europe.
everybody can play hard.
Why would you want to see an all Euro team if the one international team, if the one time we did see them, the sophomore rookies put them to the bricks?
Because it wasn't
Play
a
their
real
ass hard.
game.
Huh?
Wasn't a real game. This is a real format. It's recalibrated where we can say this is what it is. It ain't no, oh, we got here, Candace Parker got a team. No. Fuck all that.
Okay.
Let's do it this way.
And then they face off against Shaq team and
We're not fuck
wasn't
that. Fuck that format. This is a new format.
It was the same format.
It's the new format.
It was the same format.
This is a new
they
format.
Just tested it.
This is a new format. We got a whole new thing we're doing here.
That's why y'all got to just start looking at stuff and just stop running with the narratives.
This is what we're
You'll see
doing.
it. Take
We
out.
got this.
How about this? Take out.
Jamal
Candace-
Murray
take
deserving
out
of an
Candace Parker's
all-star.
team.
Denny Avila is
What
deserving
do
of
you
an
have?
all-star. All these guys are
If you
deserving.
take out Candace Parker's team, which was the illusion, what do you have? 2 American teams and 1 Euro team. How did the Euros perform? As lazy as you could be. What do they have? 6, 4, 1, 7. What did the 3-time, 4-time, 5-time MVP have last year in the 2 games he played an All-Star? Can you please tell me what the
Nobody cares.
best player
Nobody cares.
in the world? No, we
Nobody
care,
cares.
sir.
No.
Yeah.
Nah,
Y'all give them
don't say we
passes.
don't care.
Yeah.
Come
when
on,
it
Nick.
don't
Come
work
on,
for
Nick.
you.
Nah.
Come on, Nick. You
Can
showed up with slides on
want
just to
Jokic?
agree.
I want the best.
Just to agree. Just to
Y'all make the Europeans
Come
feel like
on,
they
man.
can't do no
Let's
wrong.
talk
the best.
They
I want
said
the
Euros
best player.
taking over.
Let's talk about what
Euros
did
taking over.
what did the best player in the world for the last 5 years
Euros
do
taking over.
at the All-Star game? For the All-Star world, for the public to see. Can you please give me those numbers? I'm pretty sure
God
he
damn.
double. I'm pretty sure he was like 20, 10, and 10. Because he got the best players
This shit is
right
all
now.
over the place. I just wanted the international players to play against the Americans. That's it.
They are.
All this, no, it's too. It's
They are. What are you talking about? They are.
So
Clearly, they have a problem with it.
You want Jokic's numbers?
Hey, let's Jokic's numbers against the
Giannis
sophomores.
is the best,
Hold
ain't
on. Jokic.
Hey, Giannis is the best.
No.
Why you not looking up
Jokic
Giannis'
is
numbers?
No, Jokic.
I don't believe Giannis played, right? Giannis didn't
Come on,
play.
let the man finish.
So Jokic played a total of 16 minutes between the 2 games. Had 4 points and 5 rebounds.
Game
5
one?
assists in both games.
Oh, combined. Wait, say that again.
In 16 total
combined?
minutes, he had 4 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Okay, can we get
What did Jamal Murray just come out and say publicly?
Jamal Murray
What
said
did he
that
just say publicly?
as a proud Canadian, he will play hard in the All-Star
And he
game.
said prior to this All-Star, there wasn't a real reason to be an All-Star because I would rather go do this because guys don't show up and play hard.
That's what somebody who's never made the All-Star
I'm
game
just
sounds like they
saying
would
this is
say.
what he said.
And I'm
Okay.
showing what they do.
So he's watching like we're watching.
4 times.
We're watching it like, why the guys not playing hard?
Yeah, 4 four-time damn near MVP, the best player since 2020, and this is two games, 4. 2 games, 4.
This is the best y'all can do, man.
4.
This is the best y'all can do.
And you're saying people who's averaging 18, 20 something for their career in the All-Star game, and they're not playing hard. But you can't call out the best player?
Playing hard don't mean
Something's
scoring all
wrong
the
with
points.
Can you tell me?
Does playing hard mean scoring all the points? Please, because Stephen Curry was playing hard. Wasn't he shooting that bitch from half court every time?
Did he win MVP?
Dame Lillard was shooting that bitch from half court every
MVP?
time. Well, they were playing hard, though.
Does the Euro have MVP?
That's what it means, right?
Does the
Scoring
Euro
all
have
the
MVP?
points means you're playing.
Don't even look that up. Unless it's Giannis.
Giannis has one.
So Giannis has
please.
the final,
Hey,
All-Star MVP.
I'm merely a host, all right?
Y'all be running with these narratives. They just as lazy as us.
It's a collective. It's a collective.
Giannis 2021, Gil.
Collective. Accountability is everything.
All I care about is just seeing international
They try to make the Euro feel
the
like
U.S.
they don't do
players.
it.
That's it. Then we'll see who really plays.
Yeah, they trying
I hate that.
Guys like that right here. This was trying to pretend the Americans do it and not the Euro.
So many passes, and this is part of it.
You guys have cognitive dissonance. You know what that is?
Nah, I'm American.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Went to public school.
I'm pretty sure.
LAUSD.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't know what that is. That means you stuck on your own shit. You don't want to listen to the outside shit. When we say everyone's not playing hard, that means everyone. That doesn't mean the Euros are playing harder than the Americans. Everyone is playing like shit, so we need to change it and make it more competitive.
No, this is last year when it was changed. 2 American teams and 1 Euro team.
When did the Euros start dominating the league? Maybe 2-3 years ago?
5 years ago.
5 years.
6.
It's been that long?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Shit.
And how they been doing in All-Star games, since that's what we're talking about.
Gil.
We know one game they're not dominating.
Wow. So I guess the All-Star game is y'all championship, huh?
Because we would think
championship.
that if they're the best players, we would think, like the past, the best players show up in an All-Star game, right?
But the All-Star
If the
game isn't for
MVPs
big,
is
though.
Embiid, Giannis, Luka, and Shea, and all, if these are the best players in the NBA, shouldn't they show the example in the All-Star game?
No.
Why aren't they like the Kobe, the Duncan, the Jordans, why aren't they doing that, sir? They are running the league and ruining the All-Star game.
Are you
If we want to talk facts,
Yeah.
they are the best, right?
Y'all niggas
that
got a
was a good
paycheck today.
I know you like that.
That was a good one.
Hey, Ian, ready?
Drop the beat. Damn. Okay.
It's delayed. You know what, Ian? It was a little delayed, just like he is today. Just like he is today. Let's try it again. It's a Monday. See, I cut that hair. His ass is burnt up.
Niggas want to be like me so bad, don't they? This your show. You ain't got to be like me. This is your show. You ain't got to be like me on your show.
It is Tuesday, Gil.
It's our Monday.
Oh, man.
It's our Monday. It's our Monday.
It is Gil's Arena Tuesday. All right, let's keep this thing moving. We got a lot more stuff to discuss.
Damn, Suge, won't you put a mic on, killer?
Shit, go get one. You can cook today,
Damn,
Suge.
he just got you the job.
You can cook today,
Why don't you put the mic on, Suge? Goddamn. You know,
Merely a cameraman. Shout out to
go ahead
Suge.
and put the grease on your
Cleveland's
hands,
finest,
too, my
Cleveland's
nigga.
finest.
Go ahead and put the grease on your hands.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving.
Shit. You need a beer, nigga? Shit, what's going on?
It's Glazer-
Slurpee.
Glazer Tuesday.
Nigga showed up. He wanna agree with everything. Yeah.
Trail-
But don't got nothing else to say, but just yeah.
Trailblazer
That's what we
Tuesday.
doing.
Hit the wall right now.
We slurping.
You just hit the wrong side. That's
Put
all.
gloves on when you doing this type of shit. Put gloves on, bro. You know you gotta go home and wash your hands and shit, my nigga.
Man,
Sanitizer, nigga.
All right,
gotta drop the
Sanitize,
smoke
bro.
next time.
Son. You can't just be coming in here like that.
let's keep this moving. All right, I got to put you onto something I've been rocking. GLD.
Wildin'.
Look, every guy has those go-to pieces, the sneakers, the jeans, the tee that always works. For me, adding a GLD chain has become part of that same rotation. I put it on once, and it honestly doesn't come off. You can feel the quality right away. The weight is right, the clasp is solid, and the details look even better in person. This isn't some throwaway piece. It's waterproof, sweatproof, and guaranteed for life. GLD's got everything too. Chains, pendants, bracelets, even watches. You can keep it clean or go bolder, but either way, it levels up your fit instantly. and they've got official collabs with the NFL, NBA, and MLB. You can literally keep whatever you're into. So you can literally rep whatever you're into. And this isn't hype. GOD is worn by guys like Justin Bieber, Micah Parsons, Malik Neighbors. The list goes on. So here's the deal. For a limited time, new customers get 50% off. Use code ARENA at GLD.com. That's 50% off with code ARENA at GLD.com. And after you purchase, they'll ask you how you heard about them. Make sure you tell them our show sent you. Work hard, change the game. GLD. All right, let's shift back over here. Swag, I appreciate you. You're very supportive.
Man.
You know, I stumble a little bit, but get back up.
Today.
Y'all look good.
Look all energized and shit.
I use Aquaphor. My skin is glowing.
Okay, talk your shit.
Lovely Tuesday here in the arena. All-Star weekend. We got some big things.
You're spunky today.
We got some big things. Big things on the horizon. All-Star weekend.
Energy different in here today, huh?
I woke up. The sun was shining. God is good. They were filming a TV show right down the street.
Again. Cameraman over there laughing and giggling and shit.
So James Harden may be one of the Clippers' 2 All-Star snubs, but he may not be a Clipper for long. Ooh. So NBA insider MGrads dropped this cryptic tweet Monday night. Said, I'm hearing Clippers are about to trade their star guard with a beard to Cleveland for their star guard with dreads. Is that a good look? ? So shortly thereafter, Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix and Shams confirmed this, but MGrads already told us first. So according to reports, Harden and the Clippers are aligned on a trade with the team in advanced talks with the Cavs for a deal involving 2-time All-Star Darius Garland. Harden missed the Clippers' last 2 games, Sunday in Phoenix and Monday against the Sixers in LA for personal reasons. 36-year-old 11-time All-Star currently in the first year of a 2-year, $81.5 million deal he signed last summer. That deal has a partial guarantee worth $13.3 million for the 2026-27 season. So reports are Harden was looking for a bigger payday this offseason, but the Clippers want to keep their options open for the 2027 offseason. Clips started this season 6-21, have gone 17-5 since, and are currently 9th in the West, while the Cavs are tied for the 4th best record in the East at 30-21. But they are 5th in the East. Garland, averaging 18.7 assists, 2.4 rebounds in 26 games, has been hampered by foot injuries, including a right toe sprain that's had him sidelined since mid-January, while Harden is averaging 25 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds in 44 games this season. So, Gil, what's your reaction to Harden requesting a trade from the Clippers, out here cooking, 36 years old, doing his thing?
Listen, I'm going to just be honest. What's the owner's name?
Steve Ballmer.
Yeah, Ballmer, listen. I know you got all the money. But it seems like you don't have no pool because the All-Star game is in your house, but you don't have no Clippers there. I know James Harden had some nice parties that was about to be down. So the fact that you couldn't even pull the strings for that, he won out. He won out, man. Look, I really don't care about the Clippers though.
But do you care about James Harden? Thank you.
And that's the only reason that
Adidas signature athlete.
I'm gonna say this, like James, you don't have to move, dog. You don't have to move, man. Look, right here, look, purple.
Nah.
Purple right here, man. Listen, come on, man.
Purple
Just come around the corner, man.
Yellow,
you just got your new little, you got your shop on Melrose, man. My sons love it. You don't gotta go nowhere. What's going on is the question.
Why would he come?
Why aren't the players on our team gone?
Yeah.
Rob Pelinka, Gilbert.
Nobody want him.
I didn't want you to say that.
You don't want that.
We don't want it.
No.
Congratulations, James.
Deal has not happened yet. There's some
You did great here. You got your value up.
There's some other teams that are potentially in the mix with varying levels of interest. Teams like the Wolves, Hawks, potentially.
Ooh.
Although they've said in.
Ooh.
Listen, I can tell you this. If he goes to Cleveland,
it's a great fit.
They could jump up there and be
Finals.
They could be in the finals.
For sure.
Because you already have Donovan, who's the leading scorer. They have a great balanced attack. Now you add James Harden, who defers to a star. And if that star's playing bad, we know he can turn it up and do what he does. Right? So you have a guy who can do both at any moment in time. I really believe that if he goes to Cleveland, they probably will be favorite, especially in Vegas. Because they're not really getting rid of somebody who's not playing anyway right now.
For sure, that puts
He
Cleveland.
got somebody 25, 8, and then shit. That might go up more because they got shooters
the
over
two
there.
bigs.
Yeah, they got the two bigs down there.
You got
Shit.
Allen that can catch lobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes to number one for me.
Yeah.
'Cause
I think it worked out for both people.
Yeah.
Both players though.
The Clippers
For Garland
get
too. I
younger.
think if Garland comes here,
Garland,
he'll be able to get up. He'll be
Oh, no, yeah,
he'll be have more
facts,
freedom
facts,
because
facts.
the ball dominance
Yeah,
between
facts.
them. I mean, he is a two-time All-Star, one-time All-Star already. So
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna win, but not like Cleveland. But I'm just saying he'll have a chance to be able to get off, have the freedom. So
Like I said, Clippers start season 6-21, 17-5 since 9th in the West. Things appear to be headed in the right direction. Rashad, when you hear this situation, obviously Harden been traded a few times in these 2020s. This would be the fourth trade if it ends up happening. But what's your reaction to Harden and the Clippers reportedly working on a trade to get done before the deadline this Thursday?
It seems like money has been the driving factor and the stopping factor of James getting the championship. Whenever it gets uncomfortable, he decides to move. Reminds me of another superstar.
Does that superstar have championship rings?
You know, it's just one of them things where you see it and you're like, why can't he get over the hump? And then it always at the end of the day comes up with money. And I want more money, I want this, I want that. And a lot of those things come down to performances and what you're doing to take your team over the top. You know what I'm saying? I think with a lot of entitled prima donna athletes today, more compared to how we were back in the day when we just showed up and hooped. You got traded, showed up, you hooped, you try to help your team as much as possible. Before Mike was making 30, motherfuckers wasn't really tripping. Mike started making 30, Tickets started making, Shaq started making, a bunch of guys started making money. The league started to dispense out where guys can get what they deserved and they could still show up and play. The showmanship was still there. The fanfare was still there. Everybody still respect the game and the craft and the grind of it. But now it's like, if you don't give me the money, I ain't gonna play. And it's kind of different when you got teams trying to build chemistry. They was going through a rocky start. Now they here, they thriving, they cruising, and now they got to get off another asset and bring somebody else in. It's being a reoccurring thing.
So, just want to point something out.
Oh, God.
Conspiracy theorists, the Clippers, the league investigation with the Clippers, Kawhi, that aspiration deal, the planting trees deal, still ongoing. They're going to wait until after the All-Star game, All-Star weekend, LA, to make a decision on that. Some rumblings, obviously, potential for a suspension for Kawhi. James Harden made the playoffs in each of his 16 seasons in the league.
Yeah. But I think, didn't James take a pay cut everywhere he went? Like from after Houston? I think it's just been...
Daryl Morey is a liar.
He's been having a short end of the stick. Everywhere he went, like the main guy been hurt. From Brooklyn, Kyrie tripping, to Philly with Embiid coming here thinking it's going to be a Clippers franchise, Paul George and Kawhi never really healthy. But when James said he went out, he wants out. And I think Cleveland is the perfect fit for him because he could set the offense. It ain't no just your turn, my turn between Garland and Mitchell. And if you want to win now, you go with James. And the Clippers go with Garland because he's younger.
Mr. B, you have to raise your hand, so this is a collaborative discussion. here
I'm
on
so dope.
Gil's Reading What's About It on Boo Boo.
Oh, right.
do we have a reason? Like, does he say why he wants to request a trade? Like every time?
So there's rumblings that obviously he signed that 2-year, $81.5 million deal. There's only $13.3 million of that guaranteed next season. He has a player option to take that.
Okay.
And then I think the rest will be fully guaranteed by like July 11th if the Clippers don't make a move. So he has some power in this decision to decide where he wants to go because he could basically just opt out and dip for whatever team they trade him to. But I think he was looking to, and I believe some with the over 38 rule, like wanted to re-sign in the offseason, another 2-year, $80 million deal. And I mean, if you look at his numbers.
No, 25, 8, right? 25.
Yeah, 25 and 8. I think very reasonable.
But for the last year and a half, the Clippers have let him know we're not doing that deal.
Okay. Well,
So that was already.
So I'm sure he let the Clippers know, well, I'll see y'all later.
I mean, the timing going to Cleveland ain't bad. I mean, because they on the up, so it can only go down, but it's gonna go up because.
Why would you trade a point guard for a point guard when you already got a point guard over there?
Because the other point guard not playing.
And he's not like
I know, but I know, but the other one is more of a facilitator.
Yeah.
So
Donovan Mitchell was D-Wade, point guard /
I know. So
I
you
do
had
my thing.
I know. So you basically had Kyrie and Dwayne Wade playing together. Two people that like to get off, right? Because I mean, Garland is shifty, like the way he plays. So
Him too, yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So you have that. So now you have a pass first guy that can also play, and now Dwayne Wade go do your thing. So you basically got your LeBron. Now Dwayne go do your thing.
Sounds like Brooklyn without KD.
No, because
but we didn't see what that looked like.
But also Cleveland has a defensive player of the year. They have a lot of other pieces right now that can that can go. So it's not.
You have the potential.
He got high on defense.
Yeah.
Cavs looking to move Jared Allen too, but you have a Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden
shooters,
potential big three in Cleveland if that deal does happen. Rashad, you were not shaking her. You were not rolling with.
I'm just saying in the East is right now.
Hey, and it's a star power too.
Like right now, I'm doing it though the way the East is because this is my chance.
If you want to win,
like this is my chance right now because next year when everybody come back, who knows? But right now, I'm doing it. Garland's down.
Yeah, I mean, they played well together, but if you can upgrade and
if you want to win,
like if you're trying to win right now, you can make it and you can consider it an upgrade because James can take over. Garland sometimes becomes passive, and he defers too much sometimes. And I just think that's because the team got better before Donovan got there. He was the man.
Okay.
So he really needs his own space so he can flourish. So I mean I do like him there, but if you're gonna go for a championship this year, you can try it with James because it's open. Right? If your team is. If everybody's in the East, I don't think they make this move, but because it's open and the best team right now is Detroit to them and New York, I gotta go for it.
Yeah.
I gotta try it and get someone that's experienced, and then let Donovan Mitchell do his thing.
If everybody's always hurt, right, especially on the East, everybody's always up and down on the East, and we've seen James not want to be in situations where the team's not fully healthy. Brooklyn, they wasn't fully healthy. Philly, they wasn't fully healthy. I don't know why he asked out of Houston, but this is a situation you're going into Cleveland if that's the case. They're not going to be fully healthy for you to get the shit off that you want to get off to make it to the playoffs. So it's a situation where he might be asking out after a year again.
Yeah,
based on the team.
But them numbers still them numbers.
And we just gonna James is gonna be doing what James been doing.
Also reports that the Cavs are trying to make a move for Anthony Davis too. There's a lot of
what?
So there's also reports the Cavs are trying to make a move for Anthony Davis.
Garland was
There's a lot of moving and shaking going on right now in Cleveland. I don't.
Garland like just.
I'm just saying what they're saying. Go, I hope.
But that's what Mitchell is doing though. Mitchell do more facilitating than Garland do.
Yeah, but now he won't have to though.
But that's taken away from him.
Because James will get that shit up.
But is he giving it up to me?
Yeah. Like he gave it to Kawhi. Kawhi averages 28.
Donovan Mitchell can't
I don't think that's because he's giving it to Kawhi. I think the other guys benefit from James being on the floor because James know how to find the other guys. Kawhi always going to be in his little spot where he's expecting the ball. Same with Donovan Mitchell. They're both going to get their own shit. But when it comes to James Harden getting them other Wade and all them guys, getting them guys involved, that would be beneficial, like you just said about Garland.
Garland be like,
but Mitchell feels like that, the chemistry of their team, he's been that guy to get them involved.
But he's a two. He don't know how to do that really. Too. But he do it better than Garland.
He do it better than Garland, but he don't do it better than James.
You don't have to try to create all the time, Angels.
But they just got rid of Hunter.
Just got rid of Hunter for Dennis Schroeder.
I feel like
they just got Schroeder.
I feel like James
and Keon Ellis.
That would help Donovan Mitchell be a number one option on the championship team.
Without him,
with him.
You think he's the number one option with James Harden right there?
With it. Yeah,
Donovan
with
Mitchell?
James Harden, it makes him a championship team. So
Does it make him a number one option?
on the championship team, yes. With
So you
James
think
Harden,
he's a number one option over James?
on a championship.
No, I'm asking.
Yes,
Is
yes.
Donovan Mitchell the
A
number one option with James Harden there?
Yes, James, yes.
said, but
Donovan Mitchell is the number one option. With it, it will help Donovan Mitchell be the number one option on the championship team.
Okay, how about this?
Okay.
Who was the number one option on the Clippers?
That's what I was about to say too. Like, nigga,
Who's the number one option on the Clippers?
Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard.
Was he?
Yes.
Healthy?
Hell,
No, I'm just saying this year.
I mean this year.
No, what I'm saying is he's averaging 28, but
I still think so.
but okay, I'm asking this question.
Okay.
There's this weird thing when it comes to like a point guard, right?
Okay.
Right, that guy, those type that just does everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving you the ball to score,
and
but are you necessarily number one option? If
Yeah.
he has the ball.
'Cause I got the ball.
To dictate who gets it after me.
Because I have the ball the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So what you
Because
doing?
they got-
I gotta get
No,
to
no,
you,
no, no,
though.
no. Because of what you do in the first three quarters, yes, right? The first 3 quarters, yes. You gonna facilitate, but I'm still taking over.
So you saying when you do this to me,
Yes,
I got the ball. You
last
thinking
five-
I'm like this?
Yes,
You better pass it.
Yes.
But
So
do
if
you do
James
that?
Harden, so if James Harden
hell
Cleveland,
yeah.
the last 5 minutes of the game,
Come on,
I want the
bro.
ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands because James Harden can also.
No, I'm talking
James
about-
Harden want the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Yes,
That's
I
why
would.
he wanna go
Yes.
there. I
No,
think
I'm just asking like Steve Nash, right?
Okay.
He was the number one option. It wasn't Amari, but Amari led the team in scoring. So that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah, but he's
weird,
getting MVPs though.
But I'm just saying this is the weird thing because
Oh.
somebody's leading in
okay,
scoring. doesn't
okay,
make them the
okay.
number one option. It's
Okay.
That's just how skilled this guy is.
Okay. I'm just-
Scotty Barnes.
but I'm
and
going by
Brandon
age.
Ingram.
Hey,
They just
Gil.
did Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes.
Hey, Gil, I'm going by age in this one.
Yeah, yes. Because
really did.
Ingram is the number one option.
Yeah.
I'm going by age in this one.
No, I'm let Donovan, you do you.
For sure.
I'll take care of the rest of the team. If you need me, holla.
That's how I think it's gonna work.
It's
And
Donovan.
James been in this position way more, bro.
And
I feel like at this
you
point he
wanna
gonna
go
be
there.
able to go
At
to
this point,
somebody.
you don't think he's saying still I'm the system?
No, but the only reason you want to go there is because
He wanted to be the system with the
Donovan
Clippers.
playing,
It's not free agency.
but
He's not. This is you're going here because we want to put you here.
No.
So he has a trade clause.
Does he?
got a trade
No
clause.
trade?
Yeah.
got a trade clause?
Pick the team.
No.
Harden?
Yeah.
No.
He has power with his player option.
Yeah.
So basically, if they try to move him somewhere, he's not.
I got
fucking
a
with
trade clause because I told y'all I want out. That's called a trade clause too.
a Mo trade clause.
I don't know, but we have to wait.
You can send me where you want, but I don't have to stay.
All right, so that's the other question. That's the other question I have. If they get there and shit goes south,
Bro, with the Clippers, you know you're
with
gonna have
Cleveland
a chance
again,
to make it to the
like if James goes
He
there
get
and
knocked
it
out.
goes south, like in the playoffs, sometimes he goes missing. Sometimes. So
That's what Mitchell's for.
okay, but
Remember, that's what Kawhi was
Remember
for.
last year when
Wasn't that what Kawhi was
when
for?
his team went
I'm saying sometimes
when his
he
team
does.
went missing.
Sometimes he does. So what I'm saying is, what's going to be this like? Because you came over here now with Cleveland, they supposed to be. And if you say James go there, and Vegas is saying yeah, they gonna take him to the top. All right, well then listen, we got to see it.
They went.
I don't need.
I mean,
Their
because
whole
I think if
team
he
went
gets traded
missing
to
last
Cleveland, this is
year.
last.
His whole
Garland
team
was missing.
at that-
Mobley was missing. Everybody was missing last year in the
But you
playoffs.
bring in
They
Schroeder
did
and Ellis.
miss games.
You bring in 2 point
This is
guards.
Donovan. 33,
Yeah,
48,
yeah.
43, had a 12, and then a 35
When?
when his teammates was not there.
Oh, okay.
He was
Okay.
cooking, Trump.
You gonna put damn.
But those are his numbers though.
That's what he do.
That's what he do. That's not
But
because
with
his
James
team.
though, but with
That's
James,
why
it
he-
doesn't help. I think it should
Yeah,
help.
it's
man.
gonna-
That shit
I think it should help.
Sure.
I think this is
James-
gonna be a good.
Did it help
opportunity for you
Kawhi?
here. Huh?
Did it help Kawhi?
Did Kawhi?
He has that in 28.
Yeah, it was.
Did it help Kawhi and Paul George when we seen all three of them
They
together?
hurt.
That was last year.
Wait, but was they hurt though?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Did they
can't.
take Denver to Game 7 last year?
They did, huh?
So they were both there. So what happened? So we can't say they was hurt. It wasn't hurt last year.
Yeah, but-
this team is better.
Yeah, well, that
together,
West is
though.
different.
They got better chemistry without him. Now you got to do re-chemistry now. You got to
Hey,
go
listen.
in and figure out what James like. He got
If
30
I'm Donovan,
games.
I'm happy.
Listen,
I think
yeah,
we got a chance.
For sure.
Like,
The
we got a
number one
chance.
option. When I said he wasn't. Now he is. He's
Now
the
he
number one
is.
option.
Yeah, there
We
you
got
go,
a
bitch.
chance.
There you
Now
go,
he's-
bitch.
How long Garland been out?
I said that. I said
All season.
Mid-January, missed the first 7 games to start the season. He's been out since mid-January too with the
don't
toe
wanna be
issue.
there,
So he missed the
though.
first
I don't wanna be
7 games. I think recovering.
He don't want to be.
He want his own
surgery.
team.
He want his own.
See, and there's been those talks going on for a while that him and
wow.
Donovan Mitchell might not have been seeing eye to eye, and Garland was ready to make.
Oh
his
shit,
next move.
Bronny James got traded.
Gil, stop it. Don't do that.
What the fuck you gonna get traded for?
High value, Gil. High character.
Hey, now imagine being in the locker room and you do that to one of your teammates.
A team that likes jersey
Hey,
sales.
bro, they just traded.
Bro, they just traded you dog where? Moscow, nigga. You sorry.
You mean you traded me and not this?
They traded you to Wu
I ain't
Kung
even do
Fu.
nothing.
The trade deadline. Ominous times going on around the NBA. All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. Some unfortunate news to report. Just days after having one of his best games in a Sixers uniform, Paul George was suspended without pay by the NBA for 25 games for violating the league's anti-drug program this past Saturday. Suspension started for the Sixers game against the Pelicans on Saturday, with George being eligible to return on March 25th when the Sixers take on the Bulls. So PG released the following statement to ESPN after the suspension was announced. He said, quote, "Over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health, and in the course of recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own, I made the mistake of taking an improper medication. I take full responsibility for my actions and apologize to the Sixers organization, my teammates, and the Philly fans for my poor decision-making during this process. I am focused on using this time to make sure that my mind and body are in the best condition to help the team when I return." So the suspension will cost George nearly $12 million, or nearly $500,000 for every game he'll miss, with George making nearly $52 million this season as a part of the 4-year, $212 million deal he signed in the summer of 2024. So in 27 games this season, PG's averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists per game. Mr. Gilbert Arenas, chopped down, cleaned him up. What's your reaction to Paul George getting suspended 25 games for violating the league's anti-drug policy?
I got these cheeseburgers.
My first reaction is
Got these cheeseburgers.
you know how we talked about what did we talk about? What was Philly gonna do? You remember when we talked about Philly? And we was like, they missed too many games. Yeah. And then he started celebrating when they won the game. The next game, I seen it on his IG.
You were creeping on Rashad's IG.
Yeah, so Paul George gonna miss 25 games.
I wasn't never cheering because
Paul
of him.
George gonna miss 25 games.
I wasn't cheering because of Paul George.
Listen, injured or not, he's gonna miss 25 games.
Yeah, it was 40 and 38.
Are they still a contender?
Yeah, I was gonna wear the Sixers jersey today.
You should've.
I would wear it Thursday though.
Okay, we're Thursday.
Wait.
I just want to know if they still a contender.
Because we won last night.
Yeah,
But that's my new team, by the way.
Cool.
I had a build up. I had a whole thing.
You ain't communicating
I'm
with
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry. I had a whole thing we were going to do.
You had a whole thing you was gonna do after he missed 25 games.
I need
and now the team is a little bit worse.
Chad
I need an East Coast team.
Chad, we're still going to do it. If you're watching right now, just pretend like you didn't hear
It's the
that.
potential.
Just pretend like you didn't hear
Too much
that.
stomach.
We're doing it for the YouTube clips, George. It's okay. Everybody not here right now.
So y'all decided that y'all was gonna try to, because they won a game the other day, that they just lost one of the players of the big three for 25 games.
And Rashad knew this before making
No, he
the
didn't.
decision.
Yep,
He did.
absolutely.
Yes, he did. We were in the chat.
In the group chat.
In the group chat.
We definitely said it. Definitely put it in there. Hey, this is my team.
All right,
Then he did the shit and I was like, damn, P, you gonna try to fuck up my predictions, huh? Well,
Now-
fuck you too then.
Now
nigga.
listen, we all seen it, right? You've been watching, right?
What?
That motherfucker out there doing windmills and 360s, bro. You can't do that, man. You just can't do that. Everybody's watching. We watching the little layups, and then all of a sudden, you boom, 360 windmill dunking. All right.
Come on, man.
But
Why not?
Justin.
Why not?
Like, I'm
mental
all-
health. It's mental health.
Listen, I can tell you too.
Nigga 41 out there doing some other shit. Why we ain't testing him?
They do.
Spent $1 million on his body.
He do.
What's up with Paul? Paul can't do it, but he can?
You no. You just can't get caught. That's the thing. I'm just saying this. I believe him when he say this is mental health medicine. Because I do believe if I can't do this shit I want to do because of my body, my mental is messed up.
You don't take that shit.
And whatever I gotta take
They went
to
down.
get me to do 360 reverse dunks helps my mental.
Amen.
God damn it, let's go.
Blue Rhino.
I don't know what the name of it is, but I can tell you this right now. Mentally, I'm not right. But if you give me something that's gonna make me a little strong, a little bit jumper, God damn it, I'm gonna be happy.
Nah, Philly is number one.
Mental health is a thing that
It's a drug.
I can't knock him for trying to play. That's what I can't do. I can't knock a person for whatever trying to play the game at a high level.
But it's improper medication.
Cool.
Get weed, they don't test for it.
Yeah, that's
A proper medication.
First of all, you've never seen anybody get suspended for weed.
But
25 games.
So you don't get suspended for 25
But I'm just saying, there's alternatives.
When I played,
I was in the drug program.
yeah, when I played,
For weed?
when I played, this was the rule. If you wasn't
All 4 years.
if you wasn't in a program,
It came back there.
this is it.
Oops.
Yeah.
I think I'm still in that
program.
I think I'm still in the program.
If he wasn't in a program, it was a first time warning, fine, suspension.
Yep.
By the time he got a suspension, there's only 4 tests. So you never get suspended because they didn't want that to happen. Other than that, if you did smoke, you just say I'm in a drug program. All you got to do is just be lording the first test.
He won a championship in a drug program.
But on the Paul George
He said
situation,
the whole team won a championship on the drug program.
but on the Paul George situation, I don't want to make a joke about mental health. That's a big thing that's going on right now in the world. With him dealing with a lot of injuries and the things that he had to bounce back from and things like that. So, I don't know what he took. I know the rumors are what they are, but I just hope the best for him because that's tough trying to come back and trying to get back into who you are, and people are saying things and this and that. So I just wish the best for him, and it's just unfortunate.
Obviously, the chat taking their liberties to give podcast speaks some new nicknames. We will not read any of those on the air. Chat, you are not shit, though, as I remind you.
First of all, none of those can. None of those. Okay. There's one of them that can get him in trouble for 25 games. Percocet is not going to do 25 games.
Perk P?
Huh?
Perk P?
Somebody put Perk.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
Perk P. Hey, man.
That's a nice ass name.
That's a bad, all right? Perk P.
So, but I was going to ask the couch, and Mr. B, you touched on it. Gil, you touched on it. Do you guys have sympathy for PG taking improper medication as treatment for mental health, like he's saying in his statement, right?
I'm not going to say this. Sympathy, no, because I think we have the information and we can get that. It's just.
You got to give him sympathy.
I'm just saying about the research. I'm just talking about the research and the money that we have, though. Like the research and the money that we have today. I definitely would have did my research more before I
I'm pretty sure he knows what he's taking.
Niggas ain't
You ain't got
researching.
no fucking choice, bro.
Right.
First of all, you ain't got no choice. But if you going outside of the team doctors to go get some shit, you obviously have to be like, yo, make sure this.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't have it.
If it's mental health and they're putting it out there for it to be mental health, it should be an advocacy behind the union to dismiss this 25 game shit because there are other athletes that's trying to figure out how to deal with they shit and what they going through. Shit, niggas like Derrick Rose had to go through shit. He was playing in pain. Nobody knew he was playing in pain the whole rest of his career. Trying to figure out how to get back on the court and get back to his old self. Embiid, what the fuck is Embiid going through? That he ain't doing what P tried to do. And why it ain't really like no thing that you can do to just be like, all right, league, doctors,
You can't,
look, I need this.
Play on no perks.
But look,
Embiid might get he out there doing numbers.
Hey.
Hold on.
hey,
Hold on.
I'm just saying. So if you out there feeling better and you playing good, and it's for the benefit of getting rid of that mental health shit, that should be you shouldn't get penalized for that. That's what Charles Barkley was saying. It's something fishy going on with it. If you're masking it, it's different.
But
Okay, is it okay? Because the NBA, they protect their players.
That's what I already made. We had this conversation.
Because the NBA protect their players, they're not going to give you the name of what it was.
No, for sure.
So you know that.
It's a pain.
No, so you're gonna say, it's for this because you know the NBA is not going to say it. So
Adderall could have been Adderall.
No.
Nah, it had to be for his knees.
It ain't no goddamn Adderall. Adderall don't do nothing but just keep you focused.
Nah, I think it had to be.
Cocaine's a
No. Everything
that's
y'all
what they
just
say.
named, everything y'all just named is in your system 3 days. Right?
No.
Adderall, cool.
It is. It's out of your system in 3 days.
It is.
Right? And that's 2 years.
But now,
Cocaine is 2 years.
Ooh.
yeah,
that's
cocaine's
Birdman.
out the league, really.
And I'm just telling you, if you get caught with coke, you done.
Yeah.
Because, once 25 days went by and you can get tested, goddamn it, whatever you want, get off. Because they're going to be coming in the next 7, 8, 9. Just get off.
So last Tuesday against the Bucks, PG had 35, 5-5, hit 9 threes,
Yeah, that got him tested.
and then ended up getting suspended a few days later on that Saturday.
He's been injured for so long. You know how many painkillers he done took?
Bro, and I'm
That
with
shit hard to
with
get
him.
off.
Brother, listen, I'm telling you right now. If you're going to give me something I can still play, I'm taking it. Catch me if you can.
But we can't look past the one thing though.
And Philly is the #1 drug. And then
We
I
can't
went
look past
downstairs and was like, hey, man.
the price drop for the luxury tax.
So let's get into that, Shad. But before we do, we have 20,000 people in the chat, and we appreciate you. Hit that like button for me. I'm trying to see something.
What you trying to see?
I'm trying to see if our chat actually cares and loves us still, Gil, if they still love us. So ESPN's Bobby Marks reports that the Sixers will save more than $5 million in luxury tax payments as a part of Georgia's suspension, leaving the team a little over $1 million over the threshold and making it easier for the 76ers to dip out of the tax this week without harming the roster.
This week?
This week, trade deadline week, Gil.
It's a lot
This
of shit
happens
going
Saturday.
on. I'm just saying.
Wait,
There's a lot of shit going on.
Hey, man.
A lot of shit going on.
Yeah, you can't do that on my name, though, man. Look, is this Maury again, right? You good, Maury.
Try to say,
Hey,
man,
PG,
what's
look,
going on?
I give you $20 million.
You already owe.
I give you $20 million under the table. You just go ahead and take this hit, man.
Gotta take this hit, bro. Somebody got to
You gotta take this hit. Let us slide under.
This
We'll
the
get back
perfect
to this back
thing.
here.
This is the perfect. Go ahead and go out there and shoot that bitch.
So, to my question, does this actually benefit the Sixers? They saving $12 million off their salary cap.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this.
$5 million off the
So they
luxury
don't
tax.
take.
Hell yeah, they can sign something.
So when you get this type of,
You lose 11 though.
12.
so he loses it,
12.
but they get to remove that from
Yeah,
their
they
salary.
remove it from their list.
So
They're
think
coming.
about
And you
it.
think
It
they
happened
gonna give
right
it
in
back?
time.
Hey,
You
Nick.
think they gonna give it back to him?
No.
Fuck yeah.
But
no, what I'm saying is,
And I want it in
fine.
cash. I
Listen,
want it
They
buried
paid
like
the
James
person
Brown
to
would
sell
say.
it to him. That's
No,
what they did.
yeah.
They trying
What
to
if
get
he's
that money
been,
back.
he's been using this shit the whole time?
And he probably told the fucking.
This is probably not something new.
He told the
He's
doctor.
been using it, told the doctor.
And he told
And
the
we
doctor.
got you by the nuts now. Hey, we need you to take this. Take
No.
the hit.
You didn't see shit because you
Whatever.
was
I want,
doing
I
shit.
want my money back in
I played on
cash.
listen, I
and
played on-
buried.
That's what I'm about to
I
say. They
played on
trying to
the
get
team.
your money.
No, Adderall. I played on a team where a player took Adderall, but it was prescribed. Even though it's on the ban list, anything you want, you can get it prescribed.
But did the team doctors give it to him?
No, yeah, they.
Outside doctors give it to him. That's the
No,
difference.
team.
When the outside doctors give it to you and you don't consult, then they can just get you. Because you're not saying nothing.
They say
if
they
want it.
prescription.
If it's coming from the team,
Yeah.
the team should be liable then. It shouldn't even
Okay.
be no me.
Okay,
shit.
okay.
You gave me this, you said it
Okay,
was cool.
yeah, no, but facts, no,
Boom.
facts.
That's why I'm thinking this shouldn't be a 25 game
Did
thing.
the
If
team
he-
give it to him?
I don't think
don't know.
no, it said it was a personal
Okay,
thing.
so that's what I'm saying.
So it couldn't.
But I'm telling the team though. Anything that's why I said I can't really have
you know
remorse
what I
because
want-
anything I'm taking, if it's not coming from the NBA, I'm telling the team.
But I want to know this, and I guess somebody has to try to test it out. Like if you take a Molly or something like that, like one of those party drugs, does it show up?
You mean meth?
No, not meth.
That's what
Yeah,
it
take
is.
So it does register as meth. Okay.
I can tell you right now.
What takes him out?
So that doesn't say. So Molly, yes.
Smaller version.
Coachella 2 months away.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You be in there you go to Miami, you be fucking around, and you trying to have
got that shit in
fun.
your system.
So that and probably what lean to probably right. I think once it breaks down as poppy seeds or some shit.
Something.
I wouldn't know.
Y'all get some drugs.
Promethazine.
Yeah, but it breaks down now. So like but a lot of players wouldn't know that. But I can tell you, it benefits me too, though. Not even gonna lie.
What?
Paul George missing 25 games because he's one of my 2K teammates, and
You have more time
he's
to.
the main he's the main killer on Arc Raiders.
Like,
so we gonna have a lot of time.
Like shouldn't that be on the
hey, see you in the lobby, nigga.
Yeah, what about the thing remember about Tariq Evans when he had his thing and he got suspended for that, right? Shouldn't that be on the NBA because you've given me
we don't see the one thing you do get as a player.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want to say because the NBA is not going to say what it is.
They can't.
They're
what
not
else
going to
is
tell you
Confidentiality for the CBA.
So if you was on,
Which I was because of my Achilles.
know what I'm saying? Let's
My
say you
Achilles
was on,
injuries, right?
what I'm saying is if you was on steroids or
I
some
was on
shit,
perks.
right?
For my
What I'm saying, if you was on,
You got the prescription.
okay.
You got the doctors gave you that shit for pain.
we can get
okay,
perks.
but what I'm saying is
but it's only for a
no. But what I'm
certain
saying
amount
is
of
you can get addicted to that
Hell
because of
yeah.
my injury. Like I have Achilles and I'm taking perks every day to stop the pain, right?
Hell yes. That's
and
what
then
I'm
it's
saying,
like
Paul.
It's like, and then you got some players that when they start getting hurt again, you go back to you go back to
because you know that's what make you feel better.
Okay,
like,
so how you?
Let me go get this.
You can get that. Like you're gonna get it from the doctor because you can get the best one.
Yeah, you
can get the one that's gonna keep you alive.
Okay.
So I get the ones
he's talking about is the ones like
you trying to go to the streets.
You can't.
No, I'm not going to the street. What I'm saying is it says it on the thing. When I had my surgery, it said what it was.
Yeah, you can get, but you can. That's not it.
Okay. Oh, that was
He went
when
downstairs.
you get this. Listen, when
He
you
went downstairs. And
when
like,
you-
hey man, what you not?
25. Listen, 25 games.
Okay.
What's that
Okay.
shit?
That's gonna be something that's helping your body perform.
You don't want none of
A
that
little
shit,
bit.
dude.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's what that's gonna be in that realm.
Okay.
If it's in that coat, hair on, all that, that's
Hair run.
you missing 2 years.
you
That's 2 years.
That's the thing. That's the thing about the mental health side of it, because you're saying it's mental health, but it's performing,
Nah, mental.
right?
I mean,
It works the same way. It works the same way.
compared to what we would use the other drugs for with the manic depressants, I can't sleep, insomnia,
Yeah.
all of these different things are for these are mental illnesses.
Right.
These are
Okay.
things where you need to be diagnosed
Yeah, I don't want that one.
with this
Right.
and say you got to take this for sleep,
Okay.
anxiety, all that shit, depression.
Yeah.
That's what you say. I'm mental health pills and da 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 da. But if that's not it,
Yeah.
you over here on this side, like, okay, so what the fuck is you taking, my nigga?
Something that makes my mental feel better.
Right. How many players do you think have more mental health than anything? No. Like I'm sure more NBA players are probably on mental health shit that they don't say, but they have mental health issues that they
I
don't
just
even
think
take
they
stuff
just
for.
not mentally tough enough to get
it's
through
not.
the shit.
You said
If you're not mentally
tough.
tough enough to get to the shit,
Man, what
you're
if
not
that shit
being
got a hold of
diagnosed
you?
with a mental illness.
Hey,
A mental
man.
illness is different than you just not being able to deal
So
with
you don't
depression.
think Cat's
Shit
been
is the
mentally
number
tough?
one thing.
He's dealing with the
Percocet.
pressure. He's dealing with the
Okay,
pressure.
so you don't think?
Wait, Cat, what's wrong with him?
No,
He came out and said something?
No. I'm saying in general. I'm just saying everybody's always at Cat about stuff outside of basketball.
But it don't affect him.
DeMar and Kevin Love both came out as
that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know that it doesn't?
They got diagnosed for it. They're taking meds for it if that's the case that they need.
Yeah, and they didn't get busted for it.
Yeah, because they got the prescription.
I'm telling
A
you.
lot of people don't do that. A lot of people try to tough it out.
See, but that shit is weak. That's weak to me.
No, that's
because
not.
Yes, it is. If you mentally fucked up in the head and you trying out here and you know you can't get over the
You're Paul
hump, go
George and you
get
going
some
into a
help.
mental place.
Okay, how about this?
That look worse.
What if Bobby Porter,
like DeMar and Kevin Love?
how many games did Bobby Porter get suspended for? Say it. 20 what?
25.
25.
For what?
Was this shit mental?
Wait, Bobby Porter? What
Bobby Porter, remember last year he got him 25 games.
Oh, I forgot.
What was that?
I don't talk about Bucks business.
I can tell you this.
Secret society.
It's the same shit.
No, just-
Mental. Mentally, I can't jump over that goddamn brick.
It's trouble.
Give me this.
It's more mental.
It's troubling.
It's
Whatever.
troubling me.
It's way.
It's troubling me.
way worse
I
than
used
that.
to be able to jump
Now I
over
can
this
jump over
motherfucker.
shit. I'm better.
I'm way better now.
I'm better.
I
It's
feel
way
better.
worse.
I'm
way
better.
worse.
Huh? You know,
worse today.
when I was fat, right?
Way worse.
You don't want none of this shit.
I was mentally fucked up.
It's way
Hey,
worse,
hey,
man.
This is crack.
They gave me that shot. I'm skinny. I'm mentally better now.
You don't want
I'm mentally better now.
Oh, bro.
They burglarized that man's house, man. He was dealing with shit.
that.
Look at some of them fat ass people online.
Yeah.
They having problems online with people.
And
They
then-
lose 200-300 pounds. Now they happy again.
Oh, now they
Mental
still
health.
mentally. No, man. The internet is the mental.
I'm mentally better.
Social media give you mental health.
It's the
issues.
same internet.
Results.
It's the same internet.
Mental health comes a lot from the social media, bro.
It's the same internet.
It's false reality.
Mental health is coming from the results you're looking for. If
No.
you can't get the results this way,
Yep.
you're gonna go about it going to get it this way. And if you
And
can
you're
get
not gonna get it that
if
way.
you can
Feel
get
good,
yes,
you're not gonna get it
getting
that
the
way.
results
And that's why it's
finally,
mental
just
health.
finally getting the results.
And that's why you have mental health, because you're trying to search for it when that's not even answers.
But that's mental toughness you talking
No,
about.
mental
We're talking
toughness.
about being tough mentally, meaning that I don't have to go out here and try to get a alternative for it. I'm just gonna work through it. I'm gonna go figure it out.
How do you-
mental toughness?
But once
Okay,
that shit got a hold of
and how do you work through things in life? What's the number one thing
Let's ask our guy right here.
you need in your life?
How you feel?
God.
When you're mentally,
God is the number one thing you need in your life.
When you won that championship, right? And you won, and your ass was out of the league. How you feel?
Oh, I was depressed. Started doing drugs, man. No, just
I thought I saw you on Skid Row.
on Skid Row. I thought I was out there like, man, where this shit at?
Man, chill out,
Paul
man.
George, all of those out there. I said, Pete, you doing that shit?
What you doing that shit? What you doing, man? What you doing here?
Hey, Pete, you don't want to do this shit.
Man, y'all
is
want
wrong.
Be here with me.
You gotta be a champion for this shit.
Rebound with Don Cheetah.
You don't want to do this
Man, I
shit.
need a little.
Come on, man. Ray,
I'm sorry.
shit. The fucking
My bad.
Ray in the closet, man. You don't want to be
Ray
in the
and Don
closet.
Cheetah up and rebound. Everybody's like, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
You don't want to do this.
But he need to just come out and say it, though. Because a lot of black people are not strong enough to get help, especially during the season. You don't want to be seen coming in and out of.
We're not taught to get help. We're taught to always take everything on the shoulder.
No, we always talk. No,
We always want to be strong.
No, just in life.
no, I remember-
In life, too, though.
I was saying
Be
sports.
strong.
You remember mental health? You said publicly you're mentally weak.
Yep.
You're gonna get
soft?
attacked.
Are you
Yep.
soft? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
Even
weak,
your
though.
teammates to look at you like, oh,
That's weak,
this
though.
is- shit.
You can't be.
This what we dealing with?
He probably take it like, all right, man, I gotta figure something out.
Fight through it, nigga. Fight through it. It's a
keep
shortcut.
God in your life.
It's a shortcut to every fucking destination, man.
Try to
And
get
when you
it.
take that shortcut,
God got to be number
come
one.
up with consequences, and you gotta face the fire. You gotta answer the questions. Hey, man, why you take the shortcut?
But he been
Man, that
hooked
shit
on
take
this
too
shit.
long.
But he been hurt for what, last 2 years?
That's what
That
I'm
shit
saying.
take too long. That shit
Some
take
shit's
too
probably-
long.
But that's
Like, I
what I'm
felt
saying.
that
That's
like,
in his mind.
Now,
now.
people don't understand
He
that.
can't just say, all right, I'm done with it.
You gotta
Hell
remember,
no,
it
you
hit-
taking that shit.
It started. Think about it. We talking about a young Paul George we seen
Yes.
against LeBron. Foot went gone.
He been.
He came back. No, he came back. No, that wasn't his foot.
It was his knee when he did the USA shit.
Yeah.
that was his knee.
Wasn't it?
His
Yeah.
knee
But then when
went
knee
like-
injury-
Came back. Listen, came back from that to even give us a Hall of Fame career.
Nah,
Shit, when he got traded to
Imagine how
Clippers,
long he was on
when he
that
came to
shit when he
Clippers,
did that.
that after that first year, had 2 shoulder surgeries, didn't get to train all year, didn't get to shoot all year, had to come back, no training.
for sure.
It's been rough for him.
I seen him after this. After the when
If
he
one
came back
person
from that
should
shit,
be able to get away with some shit, it should be him. Him and Embiid.
when
I
he
wouldn't
came
even
back
mind.
from that shit, I remember look in his eye. He was just like, man, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
This shit, because it almost took him out.
Yeah.
Like that. That was a
He came
fucking
and hooped at
like
the
don't
Drew.
look at that shit injury type
Yeah.
shit. But he was like, yo, that shit fucked me up,
Yeah.
bro. But he was back though. Like now he back to he wasn't 360 PG in,
Right.
but he was back to himself.
He
But
was
you
about
can
to take
see it
over the
bothering
league.
him.
Yeah, he about to take over for a minute.
Then the
about to
shoulder
be-
shit, shit stood him back for real.
That's what I'm saying. He been on them shits on and off for years, bro.
So think about that binge not having it.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying, for years.
And then you need it. You like, all I know I need.
your
If
body
I got
weak.
that.
Yeah, your body
I'ma be
feel
back.
different.
Man. But that's the whole thing about actually having athletes be able to use these enhancing drugs for benefits of recovery, the mental
Alright, don't give
mental
it to 'em,
fortitude,
yeah.
being able to see yourself back at peak form. They're like Kawhi. Kawhi been dealing with this shit for so
Another
many
one,
years.
yeah.
Where if you was able to use something that can actually make you feel like I can be out here and it's helping you get your shit back, why not? But then you banning it, you keeping guys out based on they have to go off season, take a year off, go use the shit, let the shit wear off out this system.
No.
Now they back. Now you like, damn, how you come back like this?
I play now, I gotta take Advil.
Yeah.
Think about it.
3 and 2.
So that's what-
3 and 2.
I gotta take 3
3 and 2.
Advils to play that.
For sure. I take 4 of them motherfuckers.
4
For
sometimes.
sure.
That's why my ankle hurt now. I
Yeah,
played
4.
last night. Try to be young again.
So as fuck.
Wonder where my boot in this motherfucker. But
You know you can just sit down.
And don't
You
do
can
nothing.
just sit down and watch these young dudes do
And
it.
don't do nothing.
hell no.
He love the game,
I love
Bill.
the game.
let it
You don't
go.
want
The
to
day
get
I stop playing basketball, that's when I know
Man, Nick.
I'm you.
Hey Paul, I'm about to be on in 10 minutes. I know you're at home. I know you're at the house. Just go ahead, log on. Go ahead,
I
log
can't go
on.
to the golf
Hey,
course
Paul,
like
come to my
me.
golf event.
I can't go to the golf course yet.
That would be nice for him to
George got
show up,
some time.
support All-Star Weekend.
So, you know, wear them PG ones.
Ain't
Maybe
gonna
a pair.
gonna be-
He is a Palmdale.
Too many. It's gonna be too
Negro,
much
bro.
drinking and stuff in the area.
He
You
gonna be right where he need to be.
you gotta
next to
keep
me.
him in a
I got you, mister.
padded room for a minute.
Like that's
Nah, that's my dog.
is that your dog?
Yeah, man.
That's Valley. They Valley, man.
Valley, man.
Palmdale.
That's pump.
Oh, no, it's not the Valley. It's far away.
Nah, he was on
Far
Pump
away.
Run.
Yeah,
Far
yeah.
away.
Bumper Run legend. I'm just saying. I'm just
Far
pointing
away.
out.
That's
That's where they
a long
seen
way.
He's a
gangsters
Pump Run.
in LA.
He's a
That's some work out
That's
there.
the scary
a long
freeway.
drive,
That's the
dude.
freeway where,
That's some work.
It's a long drive. Not going out there twice.
So obviously a lot of breaking trades going on. We're going to hit those tomorrow, but we got Jared Jackson Jr. going to the Jazz. You got
Ain't nobody.
Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, no.
Going to
We
the
don't care
Celtics.
where he went. We want to know where he gonna end up.
Who, Jared Jackson Jr.? Utah, Laurie Markin account there, George. Ooh.
First of all, they're trying to get the number 1 pick so they can get AJ. So I think there's gonna be another trade. I think that motherfucker about to land here. 'Cause I can tell you one thing.
We do trades with the Jazz.
What?
We do trades with
We
the
got
God bless you, Luke.
Huh?
You want Jared Jackson?
Huh?
You want him?
I get Michael Jackson Jr. I don't give a fuck. I just don't give.
Man,
Just the players we have gotta
Aiden
go.
was gonna be the savior.
I did. Now they can go. We don't seen enough. Everybody who was breaking news, break it back.
Aiden fault.
Huh? We had 3 breaking news last year. Break it all back.
Bring it back.
Hey.
Bring it back one time, please. Jazz have been a very loyal, willing trade partner, even when they don't know what's going on really behind the scenes. God bless you. Thank you for Luka. It was
Let's go.
the 1-year anniversary of Luka Doncic getting traded to the Lakers recently. God bless you. Let's keep those trades moving and shaking. But like I said, we will discuss those tomorrow. Make sure you stick around for an all-new episode of The Arena live in San Francisco for Big Game Week. But this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We'll see y'all tomorrow.
You don't think he'll be like that?
What's up? And we are live.
You are now in the arena. Welcome to Gridiron, presented by Underdog. We are up in San Francisco. We got the whole crew up here, so we are going to have a fun week and a fun show. So I got to introduce my boys. Of course, I got one of the most prolific figures in the history of sports media and the man who's never lost a debate, Skip Bayless. Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Aqib Talib. All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle, Gerald McCoy. And of course, 4-time Pro Bowler, Richie Incognito.
Richie.
We got a fun crew today.
Yeah, for sure. So Skip, what's the difference, man? You've been doing this for a long time.
have.
From then to now, is it different? Is it the same?
My first Super Bowl, believe it or not, was Super Bowl 10 at the Orange Bowl, Cowboys versus Steelers.
Oh.
And the media proliferation worldwide, trust me on this, it was just about the same as it is now.
Yeah.
There were more newspapers because newspapers died out and there wasn't any internet, obviously. But the biggest change I've seen over the last few years is players have gotten more and more careful, more and more schooled to say nothing at the Super Bowl. And I watched the whole thing on the opening Monday night last night on NFL Network, and nobody says nothing.
Yeah.
And back in the day, if we go all the way back to Super Bowl III, Joe Namath guaranteed victory before the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 13, I was at covering the Cowboys for the Dallas Morning News. And remember Thomas Hollywood Henderson? He actually played the game with a vial of crack cocaine strapped to his waist.
Oh, Lord.
But he was the one who said in the big media session, Terry Bradshaw, the quarterback of the Steelers at that point, couldn't spell cat if you spotted him the C and the A. What a great, okay, that's the all-time Super Bowl pre-week quote. And I happened to be in Thomas's hotel room before that media session, and he was practicing that line to me. So he's going to promote himself onto the cover of Time magazine using the Super Bowl platform. But nobody does that anymore.
Nah,
And
we miss that too, man. We
Okay.
need that. Like,
Yeah.
I wish it was a shit talking session.
Yeah.
Like
Too
back in the
vanilla.
day. You know what I'm saying? Just say what you want to. It's so buttoned up now, man. It's it get kind of watered down,
Okay,
but
so
I get
let's
it.
talk some shit now. How about that?
Of course.
Oh,
get it.
I love it, Skip. I love also you're letting some curse words fly
I'm
these
sorry.
days.
Hey, he's excited for Super Bowl.
Hey, I told you I'm rubbing off on Skip.
I'm
I'm rubbing off on Skip, man.
I only quote him though.
Yeah, true.
Well, you said he had dope on him?
Don't own
He
him.
played the Super Bowl.
He couldn't wait, G.
Man, what? It was.
Hey, he couldn't wait.
Was that for a little pick-me-up, or he just had it on him? Little pick-me-up on the sideline.
Get a little bump on the sideline.
Let's go.
We do smelling salts.
Hey,
They're sniffing. Yeah, they're smelling something else.
Steve Bayless is saying you boys are a little vanilla these days.
Vanilla.
We're getting soft, man.
Yeah,
drop
we
your
need
nuts,
more
man. Say what you
drama.
feel.
All right, guys. Well, we're not going to be vanilla today here on the show. I'm going to tell you that. So let's get into it. Robert Kraft got passed over the Hall of Fame again, so we're going to be talking about that. And one big topic this week is Drake May's shoulder, and if we're concerned about that. And then from seeing ghosts to the Super Bowl, we're going to talk about Sam Darnold's journey and his career and where it's come from. But as always, you guys, this episode is presented by Underdog. The big game is finally here, and if you want to get in on the action, you already know I'm using Underdog. It's super simple. You just pick a higher or lower or two or more player stats like touchdowns, receptions, or more, and you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. And it's not just football. They got all the options for the big game. Underdog is hooking up with a big reveal. Just choose your player and see if you get a gimme pick. Underdog is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $75 in bonus entries when you play just $5 to get started. So go use code GRID when you sign up. Go support the show and go bet some money this week. It's Super Bowl week. So let's get started, boys. The energy is high.
go.
I do want to start with the Robert Kraft thing because just 1 week after Bill Belichick didn't get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Robert Kraft got passed on for the 14th time.
That's nuts.
That is very nuts. Kraft has seen the Patriots get to 11 Super Bowls as his being the owner. That's crazy. 6 of them they won. And the Pats could get a 7th this year.
Yeah.
So pretty wild, Skip. How do you explain Kraft getting passed over again?
I cannot explain it. This is a way, way, way bigger snub than Belichick being passed over in his first try.
Yep.
0 for 14.
Oh, it's-
And I said that I was not surprised about Bill only because of the same principle by which the baseball writers are keeping all the quote-unquote steroid cheaters out of the Baseball Hall of Fame. A Barry Bonds, a Roger Clemens, an A-Rod, a McGuire. I got that because Bill was the head coach involved in the 2 biggest cheating scandals in the history of the National Football League, obviously Spygate, Deflategate. And obviously, Robert Kraft was the owner presiding over those 2 teams. Yet, I look all the way back to the first time Robert Kraft was nominated for the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2013. His record in Super Bowls to that point was 5 appearances with 3 championships already. That was second best of all the owners already in the Hall of Fame in 2013. Eddie DeBartolo was 5 for 5, so he had him by a couple of wins, but it was Robert had 5 already with 3 wins. And he had already won the George Halas Award in 2011, voted upon by the Pro Football writers for overcoming adversity because he'd lost his wife of almost 50 years, Myra, and then he had presided over, he'd been the driving force to end the lockout you guys might remember in 2011. He was the man behind the scenes. So he got rewarded by the writers for that. And now we fast forward to now, as you said, Kinsey, wait, 11 with 6 wins? And the next on the list is your man, Mr. Bolin in Denver, may he rest in peace. And he had what is he, 6 and 3. So it's 11 with 6 to 6 to 3. I mean, he's doubling up the second best owner of the 9 already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So what are my theories on this besides the 2 cheating scandals? Okay, I'll throw this out there. I don't think these hold any water, but is it because Mr. Kraft is a longtime, very close friend of Donald Trump's since the 1990s, and he contributed heavily to the 2 presidential campaigns? Is that it? Or was it the incident that he had at the spa on the morning of the AFC Championship game in 2019 that went away? Or is it the millions of dollars that he has donated to charity, much of it going to charities in Israel? I can't imagine that's it, but I just throw out these as possible theories. And in the end, this is just 14 times wrong to me because he clearly belongs. And you do, Aqib, you know him.
And it's crazy because Jerry didn't have to wait at all. DeBarlo, they said he waited 3 times. Like, damn, is he?
Okay, and Eddie DeBarlo was involved. I don't want to
Right,
get into
he
the
a
details.
fucking mafia.
It was a big political scandal
He a
in the
gangster,
state of
so
Louisiana.
it can't be what you saying because DeBarlo in, right?
He's in.
I mean, DeBarlo wait 3 times. Jerry don't have to wait at all. And then he don't get
Jerry's 3 for 3. So 11 to 6,
like,
3 for 3.
golly,
Okay.
you got to wait 14 years.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. That's just crazy, man.
And by the way, your time around him, he's a good guy.
He's a great guy,
right?
man. He's a great guy. He take care of his players. He's around. I've been around owners where you don't even see these guys. Like, man, Mr. Kraft, he in the weight room with you. He invites small groups to the house. Like, I done been to his house 2-3 times with Mayo and Spikes. He a good guy, man. He's a great owner. You see what he did this year with the team. Like, he had to make a tough-ass decision, firing a guy he looked at like his son and bringing in a big dog. And it was another great decision by Mr. Kraft. He produced one of the best quarterback to play the game. His franchise, you know what I'm saying, produced that guy. So it's unexplainable, man. Like, what are these voters doing?
I personally believe that we're seeing the true colors of all of the voting. They are showing that they pick and choose when other stuff matters over the grass. Because I said it last week. So if we're holding whatever we holding against Coach Belichick, so that means Brady ain't getting in on his first try? Because he was the one who went to trial, right? That was Brady. So I guarantee you that Brady don't have to wait.
Time in.
Like, that's what I'm saying. But T.O. got held out because he had beef with the media, but he had no off the field. Like, he didn't do anything off the field. They just didn't like him in the media. So they're showing their true colors, and they're stamping, you played, you know about this, using the media. During the time of the Patriots era of winning, it was kind of consensus. People were kind of tired of them winning. They was over it. It was always, we hate the Patriots and this and this. All they doing is stamping that it's true. They just hated to see them win. They hated that time in their era because now when it's time to reward them for all the work they put in, this is what's happening. This is what we're getting from that, and they're picking and choosing, which is another reason why I say, and this is not a knock on the media, but media a lot of times, because I've dealt with media, and y'all been around me, I don't get nobody a hard time of saying it, but I've had issues with media because they say stuff, I defend myself, and now we beefing. And now they put out an article writing this and this. It's like, this is why I say, if you want to eliminate all that, the players or the people in the Hall of Fame, the people that are in, should vote who gets to come join us. Because it doesn't matter who Lieb had issues with, who you had issues with, who I had issues with. You're still going to say, that dude was a dog on the field. I might not like him, but he was a dog. So you say, okay, well, how do you do that? You just rotate them. If it's 50 voters, you send out, hey, this year you get to vote. But it's the people that are already in that room, let them vote. Because they're saying, okay, who's joining? You see Prime say it all the time. It's not the Hall of Really Good. It's the Hall of Fame. So if you let people like Prime, like Lee, he said when he was saying Prime is this, I'm not this. Okay, so if Prime and people like that, Sap, and let them say, okay, yes, he's one of us. Bring him over here. That coach, he's one of them. Bring him over here. Because this can happen. This is like clearly we don't like Robert Kraft. We don't like Bill Belichick, so we're going to do it this way because there's no explanation for it. They can literally give no explanation why this is happening.
With Belichick, there's explanation because of the 2 cheating scandals. But with Kraft, 0 for 14 is now you've lost me.
Well, you have to. Well, you got to stamp that.
Yeah.
When Brady comes up, the only way I believe that in a couple of years is when Brady come up, you keep him out too.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's the only way I'll believe that. You gotta prove that one to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have the utmost respect for the Hall of Fame and the voters and the process, but now they're starting to show some cracks in the foundation. Like they're starting to lose some credibility with this one. And I think this is a shining example. 14 years in a row, he's not let in. He's had all these Super Bowl appearances. He's won 6 Super Bowls. You know, you can chop it up into by the decade. They were dominant for a decade. They kind of didn't get it done in a couple Super Bowls. Then they went on another dominant streak. Now he makes a big decision to fire Maye last year. He brings in Vrabel. They got their quarterback, and now they're back in the Super Bowl. It's like a constant reminder of, you know, these guys are great. I spent 10 years in the division playing against the Patriots and playing against Tom Brady, and I have so much respect for them because I got to see the greatness up close and personal. I got to see when we went up to New England and we were up by 21 points. And then you make one turnover, you make one mistake, and here come Brady and the Patriots roaring back. So I got a ton of respect for him. And I mean, these guys, Belichick, Kraft, these guys are first ballot Hall of Famers all day, every day. And the longer they make them wait to get in, the more credibility the Hall of Fame loses.
Okay.
And then you say,
go ahead.
And then you talk about this decade, then they tailor off, then this decade, then now, who's the common denominator?
Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft. He built this shit from the ground.
Yeah.
Since he bought this franchise. So, man, he the common denominator in it. Like, it's just no explanation for it.
Can you argue that no owner should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? There are 9 already in there. But what if, should you have a rule that none should be?
I mean, I think they should. Why shouldn't they?
Yeah, they should be, for sure.
If it's a category for a contributor, like, shit. How can I contribute more than being the owner of this franchise? You know what I'm saying?
They're the one calling the shots. They're making the hires. They're dictating, hey, we need to go in a new direction. Okay, we're going to fire the staff. We're going to go here.
Exactly.
And for them, they've been dominant for the last almost, over 2 decades. And so, yeah, I mean, their time's coming. I mean, Brady's coming up. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. If he doesn't go in the first ballot,
then nobody don't want to go no more.
It's over.
If Tom won't get in first ballot, then everybody should just decline. Don't come knock on my door no more.
And to your point, Skip, yes, because these things have to be built up. Robert Kraft is a Patriots lifer. He was a Patriots guy.
He was.
So people, when you build stuff like the documentary on the Cowboys, you watch Jerry build all of that up to what it is. Robert Kraft, he was so tied into building this franchise. He didn't just buy the team right away. He bought the land around the stadium. Then he went, put in a bid to buy the stadium, okay? And while I do that, I'm going to try and buy the team. I got outbid, but I'm not done. I want that team. So then they tried to sell it and move it to St. Louis. I'm not leaving here. I'm staying. Like, look at all he did, bringing these people. And I've been on multiple teams. All owners are not active. They're not in the building and doing. He's active. He's there. He just said he been in his house multiple times. That ain't happening with these owners. So, yes, they should be, especially guys like him who are really building something to what it is.
All right. Now, to your point about letting those in the Hall of Fame vote for the new Hall of Famers, I agree to a point with it, but the problem might become is you wouldn't be selective enough, because I feel like just dealing with you guys on a regular basis, especially you, Aqib, you tend to just support everybody. Like I bring up Hall of Famers and you're like, yeah, he's in. Would it just open the floodgates of come one, come all? Because to Deion's point, and I've said this from the start, it's not the Hall of Very Good, it's the Hall of Fame, and it needs to be very selective. And there's going to be some fine lines where no, don't. And I always say, if I have to think about it for 1 second, you're not in the Hall of Fame. I don't have to think about Tom Brady. He's in the Hall of Fame. Unless you want to tell me he cheated twice and he should be bumped 1 time. He should be penalized 1 time. For that. That's what happened to Belichick. Belichick will be in next year. He got penalized for the 2 two cheating scandals.
But regardless who voting, it's a certain amount of guys who
That's
go
what
in,
I'm
right?
saying.
Like, if they voting, they voting.
You can't vote for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? You can't vote for everybody because there's only a certain amount of guys who go in. So even if you want to put everybody in, it's going to be a list of 30 guys. You only could put 5 of these motherfuckers in. That's true. So it is what it is. That list ain't going to change.
And for me, this is just me. I grew up such a fan, really looking up to this sport and the players and people who came before me. I personally don't believe that you have to put people in every year.
Yeah, don't do that.
Sometimes it might come up where you you know what? These guys are phenomenal, but it's levels to this.
Yeah.
And I understand that it's the Hall of Fame and we got to put people in and all that, but every year it might not be people we put in.
Exactly.
Just because we don't.
Now,
I just don't personally feel we don't have. If it ain't nobody put in, we just this year. Hey, this year we ain't got nobody, y'all. But next year we got these people coming up and did. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
We might.
I agree.
We
with
don't
that.
just have to put people in the hall just because it. Hall of Fame coming up this year. Let's put people in.
And that's probably what Prime was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to put 5 guys in every year. So that turned into the Hall of Very Good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's some very good people in there right now who shouldn't be in that motherfucker.
I remember I had a conversation with Sap. When me and Sap had our back and forth, when I told them when I left Tampa, Sue came in, they immediately gave him my number. I said, I thought that was disrespectful. It happened that fast because I literally just left. Next to Sap and Leroy Selman, who you could say is a D tackle / but really a DN.
Yeah.
It was me. Nobody had done what I had done there. So to just give my number away. So me and Sap, and then he got in the media and he was like, well, what did he do? And this is like my big brother. Like this is literally my mentor. And he said that publicly. So when we had a conversation, he said, G, I always told you, regardless of what we were to each other, I always told you I believe it was levels. When I say, what did you do? You have me, Brooks, Rondé, Lynch, Leroy Selman. Look at what everybody did at that time in Tampa. With all of those guys, all Hall of Famers. Those are the guys who don't have that nobody can wear their number. Okay, so when I'm looking at levels, I think you were phenomenal. But then there's us. And this is so when
Okay, so
when
Sap's
they
not
believe
going to vote for you. That's
yeah.
the
So
point,
but
right?
what I'm saying is, and that's okay because if he's a first ballot D tackle, there's only been 5 of those 6 is coming up when AD come up.
Yeah.
So when he's thinking, I was a first ballot D tackle, it's only 5 of me in history. So he's looking at, that's who I am. It's not very many people who are up here with us. So when they're thinking about who we should put in, that's why they saying, we don't just have to put people in because what we did is just like, it's rare to be in that building. So I was, I understand it. Like
it's going to be a high bar for owners to get in now. Robert Kraft waited 14 years.
He might be
He's
the
got
last one.
the best resume ever.
Yeah.
Like now, once he finally gets in, you're going to compare all owners up to him. I mean, no one's going to pass that bar.
Right.
Yeah, and if they win this weekend, and the franchise
if they win this
Super
weekend,
Bowl
they're-
wins of NFL history.
because the rest of the
Yeah.
Hunt's already in, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, so.
Yeah.
So let me say this about the 2 scandals of cheating, Spygate, Deflategate. Okay, so Bill did blatantly, openly tape the defensive signals against the rules. Do I think it's a huge deal? I don't, because everybody was doing it in small ways, shapes, and
Other
forms.
people
but
came out and said they tried it.
He got caught. He got caught because they were winning.
It's because Eric Mangini called him as he became the new head coach of the Jets, and they were about to play. And he said, Bill, I know you tape everybody. Don't tape me. I'm not going to stand for it. And Bill taped him that Sunday. And on Monday.
For real?
On Monday,
Yeah, my dog
Eric called the league office and said, I got the proof here. Because they were taping Bill's guy, taping them, and then taking it in at halftime and trying to decipher. Okay,
with the wrong guy.
so now here we come with Tom Brady. Again, I don't know why coaches have to wait only 1 year and players 5 years, but Brady will come up. And yet, I can make the case that Tom benefited greatly from taping defensive signals because it benefited him first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then in Deflategate, obviously, if you're deflating footballs because Tom prefers to throw a slightly underinflated football, that's going to benefit him. Do I hold that against Tom Brady? Not for 1 second do I. I don't have a vote, but if I did, I'm too outrageous. I'm a maverick, I'm too rebellious. But if I did have a vote, I would vote Tom in on the first ballot because he's just it, man. He's the greatest player ever, greatest quarterback ever.
So who are these guys who do have the votes though? Like
and that's what leave.
What give them
put
guys
their names out?
Yeah. What are their credentials? Like, all right, you get a Hall of Fame. Like, who the fuck are these guys?
Ira was one.
They need their own hall.
You know, Ira in Tampa, he's a Hall of Fame voter.
I used to beef with Ira so hard too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Now imagine that getting into it with Ira and he's a Hall of Fame voter.
I mean, we good now.
Listen, I don't know who these people. I was at the Super Bowl last year. I was walking through Radio Row, and I just signed or took a picture with some kids or something, and the guy walked to me. He's like, Gerald, you came out and you and Sue, y'all had a good, whatever. Tell me a little bit about him, how you feel about him. Do you think he's a Hall of Fame? I was like, heck yeah. First team All-Pro 4 times, All-Decade, Rookie of the Year, all this other stuff. Super Bowls, And I'm breaking it down, and at the end of the conversation, he was like, I'm glad you did that because I'm a Hall of Fame voter and I got to make his case. I was talking to a random person. I've never seen this person before in my life.
Dang.
And he get a Hall of Fame vote. I'm like, who is this dude? I don't even know. If I walk in this door right now,
Skip?
I still wouldn't know who this dude was.
I don't know who still has votes, but I know Peter King has a vote, and he's very smart.
I'm good with Peter King too.
Okay, he's smart and he's fair.
Right.
And he's right.
What about Jeff? Jeff Legwood got one?
I don't know for sure.
I know he got an
Denver
All-Pro.
guy.
That's tough because coming up, he told
Not
Torrey
sure.
and Reggie Wayne they wasn't Hall of Famers. They're like, damn.
Really?
Yeah, he said it on the interview the other day.
Okay.
But the whole Spygate, it was somebody recently, another coach, that said we all tried it.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah,
It was Jimmy who came out and said it right.
So I was scrolling the other day. It was another coach around that time. He said we all tried it. They just was the best at it.
Yeah.
Like they just won with it.
Yeah.
So whatever, man.
Well, listen, guys, I sit on this couch with these boys a lot, and rarely do they ever all agree. This is a rare one. They've all decided that is wild that Robert Kraft did not get in the Hall of Fame. But let's move on because Pro Bowler Shedeur Sanders, new Pro Bowler, is always making headlines. So he's here in San Francisco, and he was asked how he feels about his new head coach, Todd Monken. And so we have that clip. Let's watch it real quick.
One of the bigger things is that now you go into an offseason, you got a new head coach in Todd Monken, and we've seen the interaction between you two, and he was on that ball.
He cool.
How was that first conversation sitting down with him, and
I'm excited.
what's in the vision?
I told him I'm not gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you that though. But I'm just truthfully excited and ready to work. I went back home to see him, and then I just got out here, so I'll catch him very soon.
Okay. He's excited to work. It seems like he's excited, but there was a comment that kind of is interesting, and that was by Monken. When he was asked if Shedeur is going to be the starter, he said that is to be determined. So, Lee, gut feeling, will Shedeur start the first game of the season?
I think he will. I think that's the political answer. That's what Monken supposed to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is a lot of if you're not a clear cut, if it's just not a Tom Brady type situation, then that's what they're gonna say. So I think he should be, man. I don't see no other quarterbacks with the video guys going to meet the new head coach. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see Gabriel. I ain't see his video meeting the head. I ain't see Deshaun Watson video meeting the head coach. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see nobody else. You go on Instagram right now, scroll. It's pictures of Shedeur, Monken, the playmaker, the mastermind. I don't see nobody else got posts like that. So, that IG, it'll tell you some shit. Now, they ain't gonna put it out if they don't want it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I go off that. Off those two things alone, I think he'll be the starter. Then, man, he came in, he won games. He came in, showed he could play. He won games. Even in losses, he fucking competed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could have had 2 more wins if they would just took a couple more field goals. So, shit, he a Pro Bowler, baby. You know what I'm saying?
He's a Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowler, he ain't no starter. You know what I'm saying? He a fucking Pro Bowler, man. So I think the team is behind him. I think Todd Monken likes him. That video, you could see it. You could see the body language. I think he like him. So, hey, if it was my bet, if it was on underdogs, I would bet that Shedeur will be the starter.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Richie, how you feeling?
My gut's telling me, yeah. I think he should be the starter. You know, obviously Monken's being political about it. You know, we got to go through the process. We got Dylan. We got Deshaun. We got to go through the spring. We got to evaluate reps in training camp. But I think the interesting part was when they first met, he was like, man, we tried to draft you in Baltimore.
Exactly.
They were making a big push for him to come to Baltimore and learn, you know, in Lamar Jackson's shadow. Now you got Monken in Cleveland. I think, you know, put all your support behind Shedeur. They got a really great relationship. Let him battle it out with Dylan and Deshaun. And I think it would be great not only for Cleveland, but it would be great for the NFL if Shedeur goes into next season as the starter.
Yeah, they brought in Jakey, and he was in Tampa when I was there. And Monken was there, and he helped develop Jameis. I can't say for sure that he'll be the starter because it just all depends. Are we going to have a real competition with him and Deshaun Watson?
Mm.
Because I don't believe that Dylan is going to be in the conversation for the competition. But him and Deshaun Watson, I just don't know. We don't know. I listened to TJ talk about Monken. I don't know what TJ's talking about. That ain't the Todd Monken I know.
Right.
Really?
How so?
He said he's a great players guy and all. Hey, listen, man. I'm happy for him in the offense. You know, as a head coach, I don't know, it's yet to be seen because as an OC in Tampa, he didn't even like defense. He didn't even like defenders. I remember.
That's how we all feel
Tay
about
but Tay almost.
You don't like us, we don't like you. Bro.
But Tay almost put his hands on him because he called him out his name, and it's just some things you don't do. So I don't really know much. Like
who almost put hands on him?
Levante David.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He called him.
He's rock solid,
so
bro.
You know Tay.
Yeah.
Think about how far you got to push Tay.
You got to get him fucking mad.
Like we had to like hold him back.
Wow.
Not like. Man, I will. No, it was like if, like right here, grab his hand, hold him back. You know, it just. So I don't know. Is it gonna be fair? Is this real? Is it publicity? Whatever it is, I don't know. And Deshaun Watson, I just don't see him going away quietly. He ain't just gonna just concede and be like, yeah, give the kid the job. Like he was doing what else could he do on the sideline? He couldn't do nothing else. So when you see him and Shedeur having these conversations, he not a hater. So he if this is the guy right now, I'm gonna help him, whatever. But when it's my time again, I don't care what happened before. I want my job back. So it just depends. Are they gonna actually give them a chance to compete? Can Shedeur win the job? Absolutely, he can. But I can't just say right here, right now, that he's gonna be the week one. We don't. I don't know.
What's your gut? What's your instinct?
It's trending. It's trending towards yes.
Yeah.
Like it's trending towards. I've been in them buildings where you walking through and they like, hey, we gonna get a video of you going to meet the coach. And we gonna post it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm in the middle of workout, but I'll go shake his hand, whatever.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of head coaches in Tampa, so I took a lot of the pictures.
When you did that, was there any chance that you weren't gonna be the starting D tackle after they told you want to go meet this coach?
Well, listen, I'm a very humble guy, but I have to let me do a 180 and pull a lead. I was me, lead.
Come on now.
I like that, Gerald.
Hey, they not asking anybody to do that. That's the message that they putting out.
Yeah.
Like, let's put this message out. You feel me?
That's what I said. It's trending towards yes, but with everything I said, yes, it's trending that way. But I don't know.
Like even before you go, Skip, even before it's a competition, right? Somebody got to go under center first. And OTAs, when we first go out there, somebody got to go under center first, and that's what I'm saying. If Deshaun beat him out, he beat him out. But in April the 26th,
when the ones run out there that first time,
when the ones go out there,
I'm with you.
I think Shedeur is going to be out there.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Shedeur will get the first snap. He'll get the first preseason action, and he will win the preseason competition with Deshaun Watson, for whom I still have respect, but I don't know where he is in his life or his football life. When Deshaun got to Cleveland, he just lost it. After all he went through in Houston, I think it wrecked him on and off the field. And Todd Monken is old school, and he may look at it as a challenge his first big Cleveland challenge to revitalize, revamp, rebuild Deshaun's career. Because listen, when Deshaun was in Houston, he could play, man.
He was lighting it up. Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me, I'm going to be honest about this. If you said, however good or great Shedeur can be versus how good or great Deshaun was in Houston, I'd take Deshaun. Like, I think his ceiling, he hit a higher ceiling than Shedeur will ever hit. And I love Shedeur, and he should be the starter, and he is the answer. He's what Cleveland has been looking for. But when Deshaun was right,
he was cooking.
He was really right.
Even his rookie year before he got hurt.
Oh,
he was cooking.
Oh, man. And was he not cooking against Alabama in those two championship games?
Yeah.
Finally beat him the second time? Okay, so if you can recreate that, you got me. I don't think you can recreate that, but he'll give him a shot, and Shedeur will win this job. And by the way, I know Monken said, we tried to draft your ass the first time they met in the office.
Yeah.
Okay, just for the record, they tried to draft his ass 3 picks before he was drafted by the Cleveland Browns. So it was, 44th in the 5th round, and at 41, Ozzie Newsome called Dion at home and said, would Shedeur come? And Dion said, Ozzie, he doesn't want to be stuck behind Lamar. Lamar's too good. You know, Lamar's going to be there for the next 10 years. So he wants to go someplace where he's got a chance. And obviously, the greatest thing of all happened in Cleveland. I didn't think he'd get a chance this past season, and he got a great chance, and he showed you everything that he showed you. He's the answer.
And also on that clip, though, he said, man, we tried to draft your ass. And he says, yeah. Then he said, hey, we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that, like, off this camera.
All right, well, maybe there's
Maybe there's
more,
He
maybe
probably going to tell him, like, hey,
sooner.
man, we couldn't draft you. Tell him what the real is. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely said, we're going to talk about that, though. So
I'd love to see them, you know, obviously go through everything in the evaluation process. Roll with Shedeur as a 1. Hopefully Dylan Gabriel can learn he's a number 2. Deshaun Watson back before he was with the Browns was on fire. He was lighting it up. We went down there one year with the Raiders, and he kept leading them on 4th quarter drive. Max kicked him in the face. He got up and still threw a touchdown. He had a swollen eye, and he beat us with a touchdown. But what concerns me about Deshaun Watson is the 2 Achilles tears.
Yep.
He had the one Achilles tear,
He did.
and then he was rehabbing, and then you tear it again. Like, for a guy that's as big and as mobile as Deshaun, like, can he still be fast enough? Can he still be mobile enough? But then can he still be accurate when he's mobile? So I see this kind of as Shedeur and Gabriel.
Well, you know he's smart, because if you ever heard him in an interview break
Super
down,
smart.
like, he got like a photographic memory.
Yeah.
Like when he breaking down stuff
That's
that
true.
happened in the game.
Yeah.
You ever heard him do that?
He's a smart
Like
dude.
so he's a smart dude, but I'm big on intangibles and things outside of the game. I'm a big body language guy.
Yeah.
I look at old videos, or just think back of old videos of Deshaun and his teammates, Shedeur and his teammates. Then I seen videos of Shedeur at the Pro Bowl this week. It's a big indicator of how people gravitate to you. That magnetic effect,
no
like
doubt.
what Baker Mayfield
Yep,
has.
it's that.
They just are drawn to this kid.
telling you.
Yeah.
They're drawn to him, and that's going to matter when coaches are evaluating. They evaluate everything. We're going to get into, Coach Mike McDonald and, what he said about Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
But coaching is more than just the X's and O's. So when coaches are looking and the evaluator upstairs, they looking like, okay, who are they gravitating to?
Yeah.
Who would they play harder for? Who do they really want? Because we know when you're in that locker room, what you don't want is the locker room to be split. Like, sitting over here like he the guy, but y'all all in that corner like, man, he really kind of, you just don't. So you watching like, okay, when Shedeur's under center, they kind of, he got handshakes with everybody. And
they got the energy.
They kind of got a little, so that
point.
Who's he throwing with after practice?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So when they watch,
What the defense doing when he on the
that's
field?
what I'm saying.
Right.
So when I'm watching him at the Pro Bowl this year, it ain't just because he's Shedeur Sanders. He's got like it's just an aura energy around him
got
where
it.
people just
Yeah,
draw
for
people
sure.
to
Yeah.
him.
That's
So
it, man.
I never seen that with the show. And I could have missed it, but the videos I never seen it
right.
like this.
Right.
You know, like I
Well,
don't know.
He's just been Deshaun's been out of sight, out of mind. Obviously had a lot of stuff go down. He goes to Cleveland, then you have the injury. So he's just kind of been like to the side watching Shedeur and Dylan kind of take this thing over.
I just don't know if his spirit got broken by everything that happened.
That's my opinion looking at it. I think so. I think, pre-COVID, whatever you want to call it, he was balling, man. He's a great kid. I got to spend some time with him a couple Super Bowls ago, and he is sharp. He is smart. We talked ball for a little bit. Really had a lot of respect for him. Obviously, he goes through some stuff, and he goes to Cleveland. I just feel he's in a different place in life, and that he's not able to really, reach that ceiling again. I think he's been up here. Now it's time to see, okay, where can Shedeur go? Where can Dylan as a backup take us?
So
then it's a business.
The energy you had in practice, where you would just take over practice, that's what Shedeur has. Just take over that whole Pro Bowl thing, the clip you saw. That's what you used to do. Just talking and you're
and when I went to New England, that's what Bill told me. Like, hey, the shit you did in practice when we came to practice against y'all, bring that here, bro. Bring that to that DB room. We don't got that in this DB room.
Right.
Like, that's one of the things he told me.
Yeah.
They, like you said, G, they looking at all that shit.
Okay,
and
so-
then at the end of the day, it's a business though, man. Like Deshaun did what he did. Do you want him to be the face of your business? You know what I'm saying? Or do you want Shedeur to be the face of your business?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's a franchise, it's a business. That plays a major part in the decision as well.
Yeah. So the quote was in the Dallas Morning News that you didn't have here in the clip was, Shedeur said yesterday, I felt like I had a connection with his new coach, with Todd Monken. Just off that little meeting in the office, we saw the first of them. They sat down.
Big step from before.
And he said we had the same vibe. Well, to your point, I hope you the first appearance, that first impression. I hope you can take that to your bank, because I don't know Todd Monken well enough to trust that was real. I don't know.
I mean, but that's a good sign, though. Saying he likes the guy.
You said he don't like defensive guys.
I was saying, but anyway, people grow, people change. Yeah. That was a long time ago.
TJ's a defensive guy, and he liked him.
TJ, man.
Oh, what do you have to say about TJ?
TJ, that's my guy. But I wish I was sitting right there when he said that. I was like, which Todd Monken was you talking to?
Who you saw?
Missed opportunity.
Ain't no way our top defensive guy is about to punch him in the face and you think he was a cool coach. Like,
where's TJ at?
TJ,
all right.
I'm gonna call you.
What we do know is that the people support Shedeur because 85% of the chat says that he's going to start week 1. So, but we've known that. The people love Shedeur. Let's move on to Drake Maye, though, because Drake Maye was limited at practice last week for his shoulder on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday didn't practice at all because of an illness. So, Lieb, I need to know, how worried are you for the Pats with Drake's shoulder?
I'm not worried at all, man. Coach said if he wasn't sick, he would have practiced Friday.
Yeah.
Drake said I threw my regular amount of balls on Monday. So, what we worried about? He said I did my regular amount of throws I do every Monday. I did that. You know what I'm saying? He's not worried about it.
Yeah.
Coach clearly is not worried about it. Like, man, then at the end of the day, if he did have some type of pain in that shoulder, man, this is 2026. He ain't gonna be worried about that shoulder for 8 months. It's shit out there where they make him not feel that shoulder until Tuesday. You feel me? So he good. This the biggest game of his life.
Yeah.
He'll throw that motherfucker. He'll need surgery after the game before he not play or be worried about that shoulder. I'm not worried about it at all, man. He'll be good to go.
I'm not worried about it at all. You know, we've got our bodies ready for the Sunday to Thursday turnaround, which is, in my opinion, that's some of the hardest things we have to do.
It is.
That's really hard. And you know, we're used to going Sunday to Sunday and getting in. Now you got 2 weeks. All right, he's limited last week. He's a little sick. Let's see what the injury report says this week. I'm not concerned about it. It's the biggest game of his life. He's still got another 5 days, 6 days to get him rolling and get him ready. And then he can rest for 8 months. Let's go out there, let it all hang out, and go get this dub.
But people forget, man. It's a quarterback. He's been throwing nonstop for 7 months. For 7 months, he been throwing nonstop, and now he get 2 weeks off. Man, he probably just resting.
Exactly.
He probably like shoulder probably sore.
He's probably sore from not throwing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So but for me, when I seen that, I thought about the other side of the ball. So whether they're worried, I'm not worried. Patriots, I don't believe are worried. But Seattle defense, on the other hand, as defenders, when we seen a quarterback come up on the injury report, we gonna test whatever that is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if it was an ankle, we had a play we used to run called flush. So what it is we try and flush him out to his throwing hand. So you take those two D linemen and you purposely allow him to run out the pocket. you take your fastest defensive end and you chase him down. Because
Yeah.
we want to see how bad his ankle really is. You can tell if he's running full speed or not. Now you can really test that thing out. If it's his hand, you run past it, you hit that hand. If it's his shoulder,
Yeah.
we're going to get to him. We might take a penalty just to land on him to see, like, let's see how that shoulder is. Let's grab him and kind of. So if I'm a defender, that's the only thing I'm thinking is, they said something wrong, so let's test it out.
Yeah.
As far as the Patriots, and then I ain't worried about that.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I'm going to make it 4 for 4 on this, but for different reasons. This kid is still 23 years of age, so he hasn't been through the wars like you guys were for career length. And now that he's starting a year ago, he's started 32 straight games without missing one. So he's proven to be durable. Do I think this shoulder is hurt? I do. Do I think it might need off-season cleanup surgery? I wouldn't be surprised at all by that. But is he going to play with 2 weeks to get? You better believe it. And to your point, whatever it takes that modern medicine can create and provide, it will be provided for him. But think about the play he hurt it on. So Aqib, it's early third quarter, 10:22 left, and they're 3rd and 9 at your 45. And he takes off running, and it was the play of the game in a game where the snow blew crazy down the last quarter and a half. But he took off running and set up the game-winning field goal because that made it 10-7, and it stood because of the snow. And yet he was so into the run, and he seemed to know this is our best shot, this is our best chance. He didn't go into any kind of early slide. He risked it. And Hufanga, who will bust your ass, he busted him. He got a running start and hit him pretty hard for the way you can or can't hit a quarterback. And he got him good on the shoulder, and then it got stuck against the ground. So it is his throwing shoulder, and there may be something going on there. So he threw 6 more passes in that game and completed 2. One was the flea flicker, as you to Mac Hollins.
Downfield throw.
It was pretty good. It was accurate. They missed the field goal, so it didn't contribute to points. But he kept playing. In the fourth quarter, he only threw 1 ball because nobody could throw any balls.
Right.
And he missed that one. But then he did make the 3rd and 5 run that iced the game. So he still wasn't afraid to take off with the football. So he's obviously a tough kid. And yet he's going to play, and if I have my guess, he'll look just as good or bad or whatever you think he's looked through these playoff games. He just makes plays, and I think he's going to be highly capable of making lots of plays in this Super Bowl.
He'll play.
Yeah. I think it's on Vrabel and it's on the big boys up front, that offensive line. You know, they haven't protected him very well throughout the playoffs, but I think Vrabel's walking down there and saying, we need to protect our guy. I need you guys to sell out early so Drake can get into a rhythm. Drake can get over those little shoulder pains and get firing on all cylinders. And you know that Seahawks D-line, they're going to be cranked up. They're going to be taking those shots, trying to take him down, trying to test where he's at. So it's on the big boys up front in New England. I mean, that's really what the key to their success is. They got to keep Drake upright. They got to run the ball. They got to be physical, and they got to dictate the pace of the game to that Seattle defense because they're hunting.
He will run the ball.
Oh, he's going to run
to
for
your
his life.
point, they're going to take shots.
Oh, yeah.
If it requires 15-yard penalties, they're probably going to take shots.
I'll take one. I'll take a 15-yard penalty to make sure he's right.
Yep.
Well, on the other side of the ball, though, it's not looking any brighter because Sam Darnold's been dealing with the oblique injury. But over the past 2 weeks, I mean, you couldn't even really tell. The man threw for 346 yards, 3 touchdowns last week. So I will say his coach, Mike McDaniels, is raving about the way Sam Darnold handled this oblique injury, saying the team worried about it far more than Darnold did. So the team is worried, and that he didn't flinch. So, Gerald, how impressed are you with this?
I was impressed by the play, not the oblique.
Okay.
Mike is just being a head coach. And I said earlier about head coaches' assignment, head coaches have to deal with way more than just the game. They got to balance schedules. They got to balance their staff. They got to deal with the media, all these different personalities. They got to deal with all that. And when it comes to the media portion of it, they're asked a lot of questions, okay? And then the PR tells you, hey, this is what the stories are right now. This is what you may get asked. This is what people are saying, this and this. So he gets in the media His job is to paint the best picture to make his team look the best. He understands the narrative around his quarterback. It's been there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just he can't handle the big games. He's always making a mistake. Even this year, led the league in turnovers. Like more of the same.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
He
Like
did.
he just did more of the same. But then he gets in this game and plays like this. That's why in the NFC Championship post-game presser, he said all this stuff, and then what did he end it with? He said about his quarterback. He shut up a lot of people, and I'm happy for him, is what he said. So how do you magnify that? Oh, yeah, and he did it with an oblique.
Yeah.
So he's just protecting his player. That's all he's doing. I talked to Kurt Warner. I asked him, I said, Kurt, how much does an oblique really affect you? And Kurt said, gee, it's nothing you can do about it. You got to make a decision. Either you're going to play with it or you're not. But every throw you make and whatever you do is going to be sore anyway. So either you're going to play or you're not going to play. So I think about the oblique. He said it never affected me none. It just hurts. But we all play hurt. That first snap, after that first rep in training camp, from that point on, you're not as healthy as you like.
You're hurting all year.
You hurting all year.
Because
after that first practice, we so sore, we beat it. You like, man, god dang. And then you take that all the way to the Super Bowl, everybody's beat up. So it's like, yes, we can glorify the oblique, but it's like, you're not the only person playing hurt. It's just you the quarterback. So
that's my point. It's shit, you a pro. You're a professional quarterback in the NFL. You supposed to handle it. What other way would you handle it? What else would you do?
Right.
Like say, oh, I can't play, or y'all just don't hit me there. I'm gonna take knees if they get close. Like, what else would you do? Like, if you knew the amount of shit that guys played with, the amount of injuries, the type of injuries that guys played with, bro, it'll blow your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody handle injuries. I mean, I did my oblique. Shit, I did my oblique. We had Moss in the Niners the next week. Man, shit, I shot that oblique up, played. After the week, I had a titty on my side. It was full of fluid. And then I missed 2-3 weeks for it. You know what I'm saying? But the important game, I played. I sat out versus the Jags. The next 3 games, the Jets, the Jags, and probably the Bills or some shit. But I sat out the next 3 slighter games. But that big game, that's when, you know, they was rolling. The Niners was rolling then. Shit, I shot that shit up and played. Ain't feel it, but after the game it was fucked up.
But Randy Moss with the Niners wasn't.
I mean, I'm just saying,
right?
It was Moss, it was Kraft, it was Kaepernick. That team itself was rolling. You know what I'm saying? They was rolling. So my point is, bro, it's all kind of shit going on in the NFL that everybody is dealing with. So I don't see no other way Sam would have dealt with it. Like, come on now, you a pro, brother.
Was he hurt? Was he hurt when he threw those 6 picks versus the Rams? That had nothing to do with injury. That was decision making.
Yeah.
Right? We talking about we praising the oblique. The oblique ain't had nothing to do with them 6 picks in the first 2 games. That was decision making.
Yeah.
So
he
like,
plays better when he's hurt.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
strain it again.
That's the beautiful thing about the NFL. Put up or shut up. Either you can play or you can't play. Are you hurt or are you injured? The oblique, though, I've done my oblique, and that thing hurts, man. It's like this weird, mysterious, deep injury where everything's intersecting, and it's like you're trying to like narrow it down. Is the pain coming from here? Is it coming from here? It's coming from here, and it nags on you all week. Every breath you take, every move you make. Then you go put the pads on. You go out there and run around. You can get that thing warmed up, but it's going to be sore as fuck when you're done. So great how he handled it, but that's the life we live. This is the sport we choose to play. You can either play or you don't play. And if you show up to play, you better bring your A game.
Yeah, and you got a 2-week break, so.
The 2-week break is huge, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of time. Guys are getting ready Monday to Thursday, Monday night to Sunday night, Sunday to Thursday, all that stuff. But 2 weeks is a long time in the NFL.
So I've been doing this a long time, obviously, and I have never, ever heard of a quarterback missing a game because of an oblique strain or pull. And I've also said this for a long time. I wish there was some machine that would allow me to put my hand in the machine and feel for 30 seconds what any of you were feeling at that moment with your injury. So I could say, oh, God, how can you even walk with that? Right. Or I might say, come on, man. Come on, you
I think the latter, Skip.
You can play with that, brother.
Come on. Man. So oblique, it's just such a mysterious, you use the word, Richie, it's mysterious to me. It's if you look at oblique as an adjective, it can mean evasive or devious or underhanded. It's a weird word that's the perfect word for the injury you can't kind of put your finger on. Where is it?
It's weird, yeah.
It's kind of over here or there. Where is it? I agree. It's a little hot in here.
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
We're in San Francisco. They don't have air conditioning out here.
Heating it up. So I don't know how big a deal this was to Sam or to them. I'm sure they were fearful because if you're going to your first playoff game off, what were they, 14-3, and your quarterback's got anything going on, you're like, oh my God.
I was a Niner fan. I had a glimmer of hope. I said, this is it.
Okay.
He hurt.
Okay, but what if it wasn't that big a deal? I think it was a huge deal psychologically to Sam Darnold because I said this. I first guessed this when we first talked about it. It's great to get the narrative out there because it did take a little bit of pressure off a guy who was under extraordinary pressure because he's been Sam Darnold and he'd thrown 6 picks against the Rams in 2 games. And here we go again. And at least it's a little sigh of relief for Sam Darnold because his coach is putting out the narrative. Oh, this is serious.
He ain't throwing 2 days.
Yeah. Oh my God, he hadn't thrown it all this week.
Yeah.
Okay, and he played okay against. He didn't really have to do anything against you guys, but then against the Rams,
he didn't turn the ball over.
He didn't turn the ball over, and against the Rams, he was great. That's the game of his life, and we'll see if he can repeat it coming up next Sunday. But in this case, I think he needed this, and I know we're about to talk about seeing ghosts, but the whole he had so much psychological baggage on it because he just this year he led the league in turnovers again. Well, here we go again. Now are you going to be same in the playoffs? No, he's been great. Well, he had an oblique. Good. Okay, so it took some heat off him, and it weirdly built in an excuse if he stunk, the team, and he could just say, well, he had an oblique pull, and he couldn't even throw last week. So I think it put him in the right mindset to play the best he could play.
Is he still in that mindset, or do you think that's excuse is
I
past?
think we're past that excuse. That's why I'm not so sure about Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl.
Before we move on, Kinsey, real quick, when I think about the statement that was made, we were more worried about it than he was. Okay, what were you worried about? Were you worried about if he was going to play or how he was going to play?
Both.
Those are 2 different things. Because
Yeah.
if you worry about if he's going to play, it's like, because how much confidence do you got in your quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Like when Brady tore his hand up and he had that slice and all that. Well, nobody still Brady.
That was before the AFC Championship
That's what I'm saying.
game.
It's like it's still Brady though.
Yeah.
If he out there, we good. So now it's like he already threw 6 picks against his team. So if he can't throw, oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah.
So I just when I was listening to that, I'm like, all right, well, he's not gonna worry about it because he's the player. Like, I'm gonna play in this game. You know what I'm saying?
I do like your thought though about the little gamesmanship, right? Like take all the pressure off.
Right.
And if he doesn't do well, it's his oblique.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
But now he's got pressure this weekend.
Do you remember Brady on a handoff on Wednesday's practice? That's what they said. That he held on a little too long and it ripped open the palm of his throwing hand, and he needed 12 stitches ahead of Saxonville in the AFC Championship game. And then he threw another party in the 4th quarter, and they came all the way back, and here we go again. And remember what Bill said after the game, Belichick? He said, well, it wasn't exactly open heart surgery.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? Like, I ain't worried about Brady.
Yeah, he's fine. Well, let's throw it back to a game in 2019. It was a Monday Night Football game, and Sam Darnold was actually playing the Patriots, okay? But he was the quarterback of the Jets, and unfortunately lost 33-0 and threw 4 interceptions. So I think that's the same Darnold that you're referring to. So he did say that he was seeing ghosts that game. I'm going to play that for you guys.
Seeing ghosts.
Oh, that's rough.
Seeing ghosts.
That's rough.
So obviously that was a viral moment. So Richie, how much damage did that viral moment have on Sam Darnold?
I think it's a lot of damage. I think it's kind of followed him around, and it's opened him up to criticism. Now, we could talk about him getting drafted to the Jets and the Jets being a dumpster fire, and they're still a dumpster fire all these years later. And so much about NFL and playing quarterback is it's about going to the right system. It's about going to an offensive coordinator that's going to get the best out of you. And what we're seeing now is we're seeing all these quarterbacks kind of quote unquote retreads, like they're on their second and third stop, and now it's finally working out. So for him to go from I'm seeing ghosts now a couple years later, a couple programs, Panthers, Niners, now with the Seahawks or Vikings, and now it's like it's followed him around. It's given us a chance to talk about it. But I think with his run last year with the Vikings, we started to question, like, okay, does he got it? Does he have it? Now they had a disastrous meltdown at the end of the season, but now he's with the Seahawks and they got a ton of talent around him. He's in the Super Bowl. He's the first quarterback from that loaded 2018 class that's made the Super Bowl. You had Baker go 1, Sam go 3, Josh Allen, MVP, go 7, Josh Rosen, 10th overall. He didn't get a chance to retread like Baker and Sam. And then you got Lamar in there. So, I mean, there's a lot to be said about it. I think that comment right there, it's great. It's great for YouTube. It's great for us to talk about. And his performance, we've been calling him Same Darnold and stuff like that. But if he wins the Super Bowl, he puts all that to bed.
He does.
Yeah, I don't think I think it's a great viral clip. It's a great joke. You know what I'm saying? It's something that all the damn quarterbacks feel. Like, it's a clip from our AFC Championship game. You see Tom holding the ball and ain't even nobody around him. He like, I bet he felt like he was seeing ghosts then. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't say it. It's a viral clip. I don't think that did any damage to his career. The fucking turnovers in big games and the turnovers period, that's what damaged your career. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? His career is going in the right direction now. And like Richie said, man, shit, he put a lot of it to bed by just making the Super Bowl. Let alone he win this Super Bowl. Nah, shit. Nobody's going. That video gonna follow him around forever though. That's not going nowhere. He could be a 3-time Super Bowl champ. People still gonna come up. Hey man, hey, you still seeing ghosts? It's just a moment that's gonna follow him around forever because social media and the internet and all this shit now. So. Doing damage to his career though, man, I don't really feel like that video is not why Skip called him Same Darnold. You know what I'm saying? Skip called him Same Darnold because he always turning the ball over in big situations. You know what I'm saying? That's what's same about him. So that is what damages his career. Not that video.
Yeah, and I just believe that it just fell in line with the history of Jets quarterbacks having something traumatic that we remember. So you got him seeing ghosts, Mark Sanchez butt fumble, Geno got his jaw broke by his teammate, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles on the 4th play. That's just being a Jets quarterback is rough. But I think more so than that, it was the fact he was the 3rd overall pick. That held more weight than this because people don't realize this was just the 3rd game of his 2nd season. To that point, this was game 16 of his entire career. Just the week before, he had beat the Cowboys. He threw for 300 and something yards and whatever.
Early in that game, he hit Robbie Anderson for 96 yards and a touchdown.
You see what I'm saying? So you go into year 2, this is where we start to see, okay, let's see his evolution. Let's see what's happening. And then this happens in week 3. And then from that point on, what Lieb said, it's just this, and then it's stacking, and then it's stacking. But that gave us a snapshot of every time we think about him, we thinking about this. And then it just stacked from there. And then you move on, moving forward. But he's worked his way out of that. You know, he's, well, we still going to think about it. And he has to finish this, but even up to last week, we still like, I don't know, even Skip, he's still to his point, like, I
mean, but like before, nobody could argue with Skip. Now if Skip called him Same Darnold, somebody could argue Skip half down. What you mean, Same Darnold? Lamar ain't been to the chip. Josh Allen ain't been to, like, it's an argument there now. So I feel like he kind of put it to bed already.
I just think it sped up the process in our heads. Because it's like, you're the 3rd overall pick. When you get drafted that high, you expect it to be the guy. So when this is happening, you're the 3rd overall pick, and this is what we see. We are forgetting he's only in year 2. And now it's like, all right, come on now. Like, we went back and forth about CJ Stroud. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. So he
was seeing ghosts this playoff.
We forget the process of it takes some time to, but when you're the 3rd pick, you don't, and then you do this within the first couple weeks of your 2nd year, it's like, all right, dog. You know, so I think that's what more so being the 3rd pick than that. Because if that happened to a 5th rounder, we just laugh and keep it pushing.
You know?
Yeah. I'd forgotten about Geno getting his jaw broken, but it wasn't on videotape. There was no audio of it. There was nothing.
IK and Polly, I think.
I think it was.
The Jets cut him, and I was in Buffalo.
Oh,
Red signed him.
right.
It was a linebacker, yeah.
That was a big DN. Just was a
huge.
This dude was a brick. This dude,
linebacker,
he got to Buffalo, and we were like, damn, I see why he broke his jaw. He's big as fuck.
Oh, they're talking and bam.
So I honestly felt sorry for Sam Darnold when this happened, and I did not like him before his draft. So I'm not being 20/20 hindsight hypocrite on this. I did not. I liked Baker, and I said Baker should go first, and he did, and it was a shock to everybody. And I just happened to be right about that. And Sam went third, and I'm like, I just don't. I watched him like USC. I just don't like his feel for playing the position, his poise, his command, and yet. This is just wrong place, wrong time, because he's mic'd up. So you're going to get it on audio and video that he goes to the bench and he's lost, man. But to your point, a lot of them are lost. Tom was probably lost against you guys in Denver that day in the AFC Championship game. And yet he's over there seeing ghosts. And it goes out live.
He had a real vulnerable human moment.
Yeah, it's a real moment. And it's indelible. It's forever. Like you said, he's going to get jokes about it after he's retired. You still seeing Ghost Man? Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. And he's a good guy. I've always said this. He seems like, sometimes I think he's too nice a guy. I don't see any edge to him or any, like last night I tried to listen to him talk, and after a while I'm just dozing, man, because he doesn't say anything.
It's just by the book.
But you can't. You just gotta root for him, though.
But you become a fan all of a sudden.
Which is crazy because I don't like the Seahawks, but I gotta root for Sam Darnold. He was with us for a second, though, in that.
And he was for a year. He was there, and he learned a lot.
Yeah.
I think it helped turn his career around.
Yeah.
But. This was all-time bad because he's throwing 4 picks against the Patriots on Monday Night Football. Look at his numbers, 11 of 32 for 86 yards in this game. Well, this is like an all-time bad game. His QBR was a 1. He had a 1.
Wow.
I don't know. Okay. It's not the worst QBR ever, but it's close. It's in the percentile, getting in there. So your worst game ever, and to your point, he's still a baby quarterback. And it gets stuck on tape and on audio tape where we just played it, and it'll get played forever. And I do think it did him psychological harm because it was out there and it just keeps, it keeps rearing its ugly head again and again. And I think it contributed to him doubting himself as he failed at Carolina or wherever,
Yeah, he had to rebuild.
And so now you're back in the biggest game ever for you, and we're still talking about seeing ghosts, okay? And that was just a bad break where did he forget he was mic'd up? Because you have to clear it, right? I mean, you have to be mic'd up.
You don't got to clear it. You don't got to clear shit.
They might have caught him on a boom.
No, but I'm saying it's not secret. I think he was mic'd. I'm pretty sure.
You got to clear it. You got to. They tell you
you mic'd up.
But I think it's also easy to forget you're mic'd up. I've been on set all day and I forget that I'm mic'd.
Yeah.
When you play, when that game get going, you forget.
Yeah, you're not thinking about the mic. You're thinking about the game.
Exactly.
We're mic'd up now, right?
Yeah. We could just start talking and be like, oh man, I shouldn't have said that.
But yes, to Skip's point, like psychologically, could it happen in a worse place, New York, in the Jets franchise, where they've been shit for
That's what I'm saying.
3 decades, right? So you get that out of your
right in line.
overall pick, yeah.
It just fell right in line with
I
the
looked it up.
Jets.
It was Adam Gase head coach Dow Logans as the offense coordinator. Love Gase. You were Gase.
Yeah.
I love Gase.
I love him too.
Really?
But they're both out of the league.
They're
You
out
know
of
what
the
I mean?
league.
They both haven't coached in a long time, so it's tough.
Well, I'm really hoping that Sam doesn't see ghosts versus the Patriots again because it's that same team. And so, but it's a different team. It's the Patriots, but it is a very different team. And so on that, I want to look at Tom Brady and Drake May. I'm sure Drake May doesn't love being compared to Tom Brady, but it's hard not to do because I'm just so impressed by what this man has done this year. So Brady's highest completion percentage of his career was 69% in 2007 with the Patriots, which led the NFL that year. May top that this year by completing 72% of his passes in his second year in the NFL. That's very impressive. So, Skip, compare Drake May's first full year starting to Tom Brady's first full year.
I'm glad we're doing this because obviously Tom Brady far and away the greatest to ever play that position.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mahomes isn't even in the same universe yet, and I don't think he ever will be. But I mean, Tom didn't lose the Super Bowl, 40 to whatever it was. They were down 40-6.
But he lost though.
He did.
So
Barely. Right?
Yeah, loss is a loss. I ain't really.
Yeah. All right.
Didn't.
So, if you look hard, this is your first full year of starting for Drake Maye versus Tom's first full year of starting, both their second years in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Drake Maye lit it up.
Yeah.
To your point, 72% led the league in completion percentage, 259 a game, passing yards. That's fourth in the league. Tom was 210. And then 31 touchdowns to Tom was 25, which is pretty good. Interceptions only 8 to Tom's 9. But then yards per attempt. He led the league, Drake Maye, with 9 yards an attempt. It's outrageously, I know most people don't focus on that stat, but Tom was good at 7.4. And then if you start looking at what Tom did in the postseason, I was at the Tuck Rule game. I call it the snow job game because it snowed like crazy. It wasn't blowing snow like at Denver the other day in the AFC Championship game. You could actually play, and Tom was really good in that game because it went overtime, but he threw for 312 in that game, and he had a bunch of big third down completions. But they got, the Raiders got robbed. I still don't know. I've argued with Mike Pereira about this because he was the director of officials for the league at that point, and he went on this spin control campaign around the country trying to explain the Tuck Rule, and the more he talked, the worse it sounded because Tom started to go and then pulled it back and restarted, and Charles Woodson flies around the corner and just knocks the ball out, and Greg Biekert falls on it, and the game's over, man. It's over. The Raiders win. The Raiders advance and go to Pittsburgh, or I can't remember how it would have worked, but they're going to play the Steelers. And they got away with near murder there. That's football murder. But Tom was really good in that game, 32 of 52 for 312, no touchdowns, 1 pick, but he made all the throws in overtime that set up, to save it in regulation and then to win it in overtime. So I give you that. And Drake Maye has put the ball on the ground, obviously 6 times in the postseason and lost 3 of them. Mm-hmm. But he's also made every single play he had to make with his arm or his legs. And I'm impressed with the way he's played. I know, Kinsey, you said a couple times, but look, overall, it hadn't been pretty. It hadn't been pretty. But Tom got hurt, obviously turned his ankle in the game at Pittsburgh, and so Drew Bledsoe had to come in and save the day, and he played about half of that game. So, and then we get to the Super Bowl, and Tom, in the last drive, he was really good, but we'll see how Drake plays in this Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Tom didn't throw for many yards in that Super Bowl, but, man, in the last drive, he was 5 out of 8, and they were all big throws for the walk-off field goal from Vinatieri. So, if we're just doing regular season to regular season, Drake Maye was way better than Tom Brady. For what that's worth.
I agree with that, but they both end up in the same spot.
Okay.
That's what it's about. It's about the finish, right? Drake Maye regular season probably was better than Tom's.
It was.
I don't think neither one of them really lit it up in the playoffs.
Okay.
Neither one of them. You look at him, 300 yards and really fumbled. You turned the ball over. You had some good drives. But in the Super Bowl, Tom drove him down, got a bucket.
He did.
He won the Super Bowl. He was the Super Bowl MVP.
He was that.
Sunday, we really can compare them.
Okay.
We'll see what Drake Maye do in the chip, and I think that's going to answer the question right there. So who cares who was better in the regular season?
Okay, but I didn't think Drake Maye got quite enough credit for what he did for that team, and I don't know why.
No, I think he did.
But he wasn't the MVP.
He was a runner-up. I mean,
we'll see. But
you show leadership, man. Your team respects you. I think him and Tom both show them same attributes, man. They team love him. They team respect them. They're real leadership. I feel like that's what he's portrayed as. So, I mean, what else do you want? He don't got like a bad name in the media, or we talking about him now. So that's all the credit you need to get. You know what I'm saying? The next credit is hoisting that trophy and that little trophy. You know what I'm saying? I want to hoist both of them. You feel me? So
and he got a little Tomish to him because
he does.
When he had that back and forth with Cam. And Cam said what he said, and he was like, I don't even know what show he on.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like an a-hole comment.
Yeah.
You know, like he know exactly what show he on.
He
He's like, you know, Tom would have said something like that.
He would
you know
have.
what I'm saying? So,
Agreed.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just looking at the stats right now. In 17 games, Drake Maye threw for 4,394 yards, 31 passing touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 72% completion percentage.
Man.
Led the NFL.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
that is efficient football, right? That's top level stuff. I mean, I think the pairing with Josh McDaniels and Drake Maye is off the charts good. I really like Josh McDaniels as a coordinator. He's super smart, but for Drake to go out there and process 113.5 Skip's favorite passer rating stat.
Yeah.
113.5 passer rating, 450 rush yards. I think that's the difference. And especially in the Denver game, he gutted them on a couple runs. The one up the middle and then the one to seal the game.
He
So,
won the game like that.
I'm super impressed by the numbers, but like Lieb said, you got to win it all.
Yeah.
You're in this position, you got to raise your level of play. You haven't been great in the playoffs. Like, hey, go out there, get this dub, and cement your name in history.
So among the quarterbacks running, he was 4th in the league among quarterbacks rushing. And I watched him a lot at Carolina. I didn't see this. And I've told
but last
Aqib.
year's rookie year, he ran.
No, he did,
well.
but I don't know where he came from
I didn't
because
see it either.
he's still, what is he, 6'5"?
6'4".
6'4", I think.
I heard he's a hell of a basketball
225.
player. I played golf with a guy from down in North
And
Carolina.
his brother's a really good basketball.
Yeah, he said he was a hell of an athlete. But,
Okay.
you know, I think in today's NFL, you got to run smart. You got to run smart. When the pass rush gets undisciplined and they get up out of there, or you pressure from one side and guys don't have contain right. Like, my thing, I played with a lot of quarterbacks where as soon as they were pressured or as soon as something didn't go right, their eyes came down and they were just looking to run. They weren't looking to extend plays and throw that thing downfield. So he's running the right way. He's running smart.
Yeah.
And that showed up in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Well, I'm with everybody. You know, like, well, he just gotta finish it. So people would, if we compare, like, let's compare the seasons. Both of their strength of schedule wasn't worth nothing. You know, this Patriots team had the worst in the league. Tom won 11 games, and they played 10 teams that had losing records.
True.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, neither one of them really. Tom faced one top 10 defense. Drake Maye faced none. But then Drake Maye gets in the playoffs, and he faced 3 of them.
He faced all of them.
You know, he got all of them. Drake made up for it, and
good
look at where
ones.
he's at. You talked about his yards per attempt.
Yeah.
It was at 9 in the regular season. It went to 9.8 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he elevated his play.
Okay.
Now the completion went down, but they still made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So up to this point, it's not the end of the season. You'd say, okay, Drake Maye, gotta win.
Yeah.
Gotta win. Because that's what makes Tom Tom.
That's it.
The reason he feels like nobody's in Tom's stratosphere is because he might lose over here, but what happened when it mattered?
Yeah.
When it's time to really do this, when me and Patrick Mahomes, he might beat me in the regular season, but in the AFC Championship, I don't care how it happened.
Yeah.
I won. We faced off Super Bowl, I won. Drew Brees knocked me off multiple times in the regular season.
Yeah.
We got the playoffs, I won. Like, this is who.
Yeah,
So
for
now
sure.
it's like, Drake Maye, yeah, you did great up to this point, but what happened when it was Tom time? I handled my business and I won. You got to go win before we even be having this conversation. So
I think that's what I'm most impressed about with the Patriots, because obviously the young hot upstart, they got Vrabel, they got their quarterback right. Now they got a easy schedule, but they start off, they drop a win to the Raiders, and it's like, or either the Raiders are good or the Patriots stink. Now you flip-flop it, right? But they've been playing really good team ball around them. Like, they're built in Vrabel's identity. The defense picks them up. When the offense isn't playing well, the defense picks them up. Special teams pick them up. So that's kind of, you know, Drake carried them all the way to the playoffs, got past some good defenses, but that defense of the Patriots, they've really raised their level. So I'm just really impressed with how they play complementary football.
They do.
And, you know, how they've gotten to this point.
Yeah. So obviously Tom Brady was a non-runner. He was statuesque.
He was so slow.
Okay. So slow. This kid, I've told Aqib this, you know, when I think of Lamar, especially early Lamar, his body language was fast. The acceleration was cat quick. And he just looked fast. When he took off running, maybe not so much here lately, but he just looked fast to me. Josh Allen can look fast to me, just a big, rangy, fast athlete. But when this kid takes off, he doesn't look fast, and yet the results say he's moving, right? Because that 28-yard run, that's the play of the game, and it didn't like knock my eyes out. You know, I didn't say, oh my God, look at him fly. But he was moving, and he gets unwound quickly. He accelerates faster than you think he does, or they'd catch him more than they do, because he's killing people with his legs. Yeah.
It's like Mahomes.
Yeah, like Mahomes.
It's just like
That's a good
sneaky
one.
athletic.
I had a question for Lieb about the teams. When you look at Seattle and the Patriots, because you've been on multiple teams that went to the Super Bowl, you played for the Patriots, you know, when you look at them versus Seattle, the Patriots, to me, this group with Vrabel seems like a group that just never wavers. Like they have like this, we're going to be like this, win, lose, or draw, nothing goes from here. Now, I love a play, but our mentality, it's always been here. It don't matter what happened in the game, we're going to be like this. Whereas if you look at the roster, it's not bad, but you ain't going to the roster like that guy.
Like you do with Seattle roster.
That's what you see what I'm about to ask.
Right. Yeah.
Seattle, you look at their rosters like, God dang, these boys is Pro Bowl here, All Pro here, Pro Bowl. So, do you see them, or what do you see in both teams? Because some teams have both. Like I felt like y'all had all the talent and y'all were like this. So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you see any similarities on either one of the teams you was on? Like the Vrabel, am I saying that right? Like
I think so. I think that Patriots team is built like a real Patriot team, like forever. You know what I'm saying? That's tough ass defense. Quarterback right here. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never high low. Yeah. Coach never high low. Great special teams. You know what I'm saying? They win shit. They beat us. They blocked our damn kick. Won on special teams. You know what I'm saying? And they put a standard on that shit. So I would say, man, that Vrabel built this team like a traditional Patriot team, man. And Seattle, they more like a star-studded. It's a star-studded event right there. And usually, if a star-studded team play as good as they can play, they go to the chip. You know what I'm saying? And they playing as good as they can play. So it's two different types of teams. You know what I'm saying? It's that gritty blue-collar type team versus that star-studded team. And
I just look at it like, if the Patriots take a body blow, they might take a knee for a second. They're going to take the 8 count. They're going to stand up.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if Seattle take a body blow if they're going to take their 8 count and stand up. That body blow might put them down. Yeah. You know, like we don't know. But the Patriots seem like they built to go the old school heavyweight 15-round fight. Like they just, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you're saying the Seahawks are capable of knocking you out in the first round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Seahawks.
But if you take them in,
Seahawks are explosive.
But you take them in the round, you them deep water 7, 8, and now we really in here. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean that team's built in Vrabel's image, right? Like they knocked it out of the park. Robert Kraft, again, another great hire. He had all that sustained success and all that. But on the other side of the field, you got John Schneider over in Seattle. And he has built a hell of a roster.
Yes.
He has done it over and over and over. And he had to go through a big change when they moved on from Pete Carroll. And those are big shoes you had to fill right there, right? And he goes out, he nails the hire, he gets Mike McDonald. And then they just keep drafting talent. They hit it on the free agent market. They got Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence. They went out and they added some pieces. So it's like the all-star team versus the blue-collar, gritty team, right? And like my thinking, like if I'm going to forecast this, like for Seattle to win this game, they got to front run. They got to go out. They got to score points early. They got to get the offense up and running. Patriots are going to hang around, but I don't know if the Patriots have enough offense to keep up, because if Seattle comes out firing all cylinders, Patriots can be there all 4 quarters. I just think the ceiling is higher for the Seahawks on offense. I think with the way they score on defense, the way they score on special teams, you know, they could be up 14, 21 points, and Patriots are going to have to grind in this one. But it really is. It's like the All-Stars versus the grid.
Okay, but this is why Seahawks are 4.5-point favorite, and why most media people I'm seeing are just Seahawks.
Right.
Everybody's picking the Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
And yet, to your point about Vrabel, this is first year. He rebuilt, recreated the culture overnight, right? It's hard to do, man. It hadn't been cooking for a long time.
Right.
They went into free agency and just nailed it. Bam, bam, bam. And rebuilt it on the fly, and look at them now. Yeah. So it's not like it's been built to last, because this is the first go-round.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, that's what we talk about in football so much, identity and culture, right? Robert Kraft knows what he wants it to look
does,
like.
yeah.
Mike Vrabel knows what he wants it to look like. And they went out, they got Milton Williams and a couple guys, and they had some pieces in place. But they went out and just got the right guy that fit that mold, that fit that mindset. I mean, for a first year, it's impressive. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited, to you guys' point earlier, I'm excited to see what Drake Maye does this weekend in the Super Bowl to see if he can actually win it when it matters. And then we can maybe bring up the Tom and Drake conversation after that.
Yep.
But I do want to take a look at the ending of Super Bowl 49 because that was also Seahawks and Patriots. Okay, so this is the ending. I'm going to play the clip here because the Seahawks went with passing play on 2nd and 1 on the goal line and game-sealing interception by Malcolm Butler. Oh,
Man.
dang. So
Hell of a play.
It was.
Should have stayed in the end zone right there.
yeah, that was a minute left in the 4th.
Boom.
Boom. Gutting.
He didn't know what was happening.
He probably thinking,
I know, he didn't know what the hell.
Yeah, look at Tom.
He didn't know what it took place.
Well, remember, they had to kneel it down there in a couple plays, and there was almost a fight and a 15-yard penalty. And
So last night was media night, and actually Mike McDaniel was asked what he would have done on that play. So I have that video as well. Sorry, guys, we're getting it up.
Coach
There we
McDonald.
go.
Yeah, we'll talk to Buster with the boys. I'm gonna paint a situation for you. It's the 4th quarter, 26 seconds left. The second goal on the 1. You're down by 4. Are you gonna run the football or are you gonna throw it?
Beast mode the backfield.
Are you gonna call him and get him in uniform and finally hand him the football?
That's within the realm of possibility.
Well, I want to know, Aqib, should the Seahawks have run with Marshawn Lynch instead?
Well, but let's look at what's going on here.
Okay. Set us up.
I guess it's 2nd down, right? You got a timeout left.
You do.
You facing Tom Brady. You don't want him to get back on the field, right? Bill got 2 timeouts, but he ain't calling timeout. He ain't letting you control the clock. You do what the fuck you gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
At this point, Marshawn got 102 yards. And on 1st down, he just got another 4-yard carry. He averaging 4 yards a carry this game. On 1st down, he just got a 4-yard carry. So, man, it's not rocket science to me. You know what I'm saying? You milk that clock down to about 25 seconds, run the ball. If you don't get it, boom, now you call your timeout. Now I got 2 plays to get. Now I might throw it on 3rd. Then on 4th down, shit, you might think I'm going to throw it. I might sneak in a run or you got to run that ball on 2nd down. It's
2nd down, bro.
Beast mode licking his chops. He think he finna get a chip. He drooling. There's no way they gonna stop Beast mode from getting the 1 yard. Like it's no way. So I don't get it. It was set up perfect for him. They gave that game away, man.
They did.
They gave it away. So it's no question, bro. If you got that timeout in your pocket, that says it all right there. Run this bitch and shit. Call a timeout and make a decision after that.
You heard Pete Carroll's explanation. He said he was thinking, on one of these plays, we got to pass it. That ain't the play.
No.
Yeah.
That ain't the one to pass it. After you use the time.
Like, shit.
Like that what?
That ain't rocket science.
That what? It just Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You
feel like
ride
you
the
guys
hot
are sick
hand, the
today. You're
momentum.
all agreeing on
You
everything.
ride the hot hand. That's the momentum. Lee just gave you the numbers. 4 yards a pop. You need 1.
Like, come on, brother.
And this is Beast. His name is Beast Mode. Like, this is what he's known for, running through all these people and in the open field. So he can't get a yard. And
And then Pete said something like, they had their big people package out there. He thought he could catch them off guard. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's Bill just being Bill.
That's
like,
Bill.
I'm gonna put all these linemen. I wish you would pass it.
Yes.
Here, you ain't gonna run it like Pat. Like, come on, man. It don't matter who they put in. Tote that rock.
Yes.
And then you heard Bill after the game, and obviously all the media and stuff. They talked about how Malcolm got hit with that play in practice, and they lined up for it. He saw, okay, they're gonna cross. As an offensive lineman, run that bitch, run that thing in there. Like, it's 2nd down. We're running it on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We're going right up the middle. We need a couple yards.
Exactly.
But, it's one of those things where it's just, man, it seems so easy in the moment. Just turn around, hand it to Marshawn, bleed that clock down there, use that timeout. But
So if that is called in the huddle, Richie Incognito in the huddle, do you say, hey, Russ, man, we ain't doing that. Give him the ball.
No, I mean, I think everyone knows how offensive linemen feel. You run it. If it's 4th and 5, I'm going to hit him with power or a counter. You know what I mean? You know, you got to block the play that's called. But, I mean, my antenna would have been up. It's like, wait, we've been riding Marshawn all playoffs.
4 yards a carry.
4 yards a carry. We got him down. We're right there. We're right there. We could fall forward. Now we got the tush push and all that stuff. But old school, you turn around, you hand it to beast mode, and you let what happen. You know, it's.
And if you don't score, hey, timeout.
Exactly.
Timeout. All right, we got 2 more downs. Here we go. Now do what we want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for the record, during that regular season, Marshawn Lynch had carried the ball 5 times from the 1 yard line and been stopped 4 of those 5 times without scoring a touchdown.
Ooh.
I don't know that that played in Darrell Bevel's mind or maybe Pete Carroll's mind, but it might have. And all of a sudden, inserted into the game, late in the game, in the last couple of minutes of the game, is an undrafted rookie from someplace called West Alabama that I'd never heard of at that point, named Malcolm Butler. So he's in a starting cornerback. And it was a play they liked because Ricardo Lockett was a big, rangy, tall receiver. I think he's 6'4"-ish. And if Andy Reid calls that play on the goal line, everybody says, oh, that's saying he's a genius. You know, that's just what they do because they try to trick you, Kansas City, on the goal line, anything inside the 5, they're just going to trick it up like crazy. So I've talked at length with my man Richard Sherman about this because this was the turning point of that whole regime. You know, this is where they went south off this because the defense just mutinied over this play call. And I got you. You're making all the conventional wisdom points about Marshawn, and he had just gained 4 yards on the previous down to get you to the 1 yard line. But I didn't condemn Pete Carroll for overseeing and signing off on this call because Russell Wilson threw a good ball. To me, if you look at it again, it's the greatest break on the football I've ever seen from a DB in a big moment where Aqib, he ran the route for Ricardo Lockett, right?
He did.
He jumps it so hard that he jumps in front of him, gets past him, and
went through him.
Yeah, he went through. It's almost like he shape-shifted and went right through him and became the receiver. And I think Malcolm Butler's like 4-5 inches shorter, and he just squeezes in and didn't just knock it down, or
Which
we'd
is
be.
what it looked like it
I know,
should have
I know.
been, yeah.
He caught it, and it took me a few seconds to, like, wait a second, he caught it?
Yeah.
Wait, the game just ended, and Tom's jumping around like some little kid on Christmas morning over there, right? Just jumping up and down like a junior
he thought he
high
lost.
kid. Yeah.
And then Sherman's face, Richard Sherman's face was like, oh my God.
If I was Malcolm Butler, I'd be
Beast mode
blowing
was
up
smiling.
that photo in my
Yeah,
head.
Beast mode.
You just got what you deserved. All right.
Yeah, but the Legion of Boom thought that Pete favored the quarterback over them. Right. Like he had, like his pet on the team was Russell Wilson, and that he was trying to get him the Super Bowl MVP by letting him finish it off with a 1 yard touchdown pass on a play that they did love to a big receiver. And I don't know how Russ could have done it much better than that. I don't know. I don't blame Russ because the throw's on the button to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was on.
But would you have made that
It's
call?
straight on the coordinator, man.
Yeah, it's on the coordinator. I think it was Bill Belichick and their preparation because they talked about how Malcolm had gotten cooked on that route in practice.
Yeah.
So now you're spending extra time on it, and when it comes up, you're seeing it.
I
like,
know,
oh,
but
shit.
he's the backup. Like, seriously.
I know.
And they replaced him because whoever I can't remember the kid's name who was the starting corner, but he'd gotten cooked by Curse on a previous play that got them down there, and they yanked him. I think Matt Patricia yanked him and put the undrafted rookie in the game. Well, it's like a 1,000,000,000 shot that he's going to be the star of the game.
Yeah.
He's going to save Tom Brady's Super Bowl, and Tom was extraordinary in that fourth quarter because Tom threw for 124 in the fourth quarter and 2 touchdowns because they were down. Was it 24-14 going to the fourth? Yeah, because they outscored them 14-0 in the fourth. But obviously, they were on the doorstep of the winning touch because it went up 28-24. So, Kinsey, to your question, I would have run the ball there, but that was just me. My brain doesn't work like that. I would just think that we're just going to bully them. Like they can't do this. They can't stop us now. We got you. We've got you. You're about to say uncle to us. You know, we're just gonna we're just gonna run this right down your throat, Bill. Well, I don't care how big your personnel is. You can't stop beast mode now from the one because we got. I don't know, 3 cracks at it, or
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And to your point, Skip, Lieb said it, I said it, Richie said it. The difference in the starter and the other guy, it's like, and this is another reason why Bill not getting in the Hall of Fame is so mind-boggling.
Okay.
Because
right.
To have the mind of this is the Super Bowl, we
Yep.
will leave no stone unturned.
That's
I don't
true.
care if you're the 4th man.
Yeah.
You
No,
better
that's
know
fair.
what to do when this happened because you might be in the game.
Yeah.
He didn't let it slide. Oh, he ain't gonna play. He messed it up. Let's go to the next one. Bill wasn't going for that.
Detail-oriented.
And that's everybody has to be on point. Everybody has to do their part. You all have to be prepared because you never know when your name will be called.
And that's in my mind. That's why Bill is one of the greatest, if not the best head coach, because he did less with more. You know, he was getting guys like Julian Edelman. I love Julian. Julian's a great player. But if Julian would have went to a different system, I mean, Julian may not have made it, right? He worked out in New England because Bill and the guys saw like, hey, this guy's a playmaker. We get the ball in his hands, he makes plays.
I think Tom lobbied for him.
Tom lobbied for him. But then you look, Danny Amendola, Wes Welker, things like that. They lined up and they beat the shit out of teams that had way more Pro Bowlers, way more All-Stars, way better players. But it comes down to Bill and the preparation and all the guys that Bill always had one of the biggest staffs in the NFL, and he got everybody prepared. And that's why they fell on the right side of history at that point.
So, Aqib, it's supposed to be your classic pick play. It's supposed to be illegal, but Brandon Browner just blows up Curse before he can pick. He just jams him right at the goal line where he can't go anywhere. And Brandon Browner was a big man. You know? Yeah. So it allowed Malcolm to just break clean because he didn't get picked and picked it off. Where if you drew it up on the blackboard, this is how you defeat the quote pick play. Here it is.
That's the whole point. Like, why would I call this play exactly how I ran it? Like motion to them, like do something different. Like y'all line up and run this play exactly how we showed it on tape. And you think Bill ain't gonna stop it?
Right.
Like what is we doing?
Right.
I know. First of all, we throwing the ball, then we gonna run a clear and obvious play.
Yeah.
Like bro, they gave that shit away, man.
But they're just thinking, I got a 6'4" receiver on a little corner who hadn't been in the game.
Hey, Sherman was right. You wanted him to throw that touchdown so bad.
I know. I got it.
That you let your pride lose you a chip.
All right, and they just revolted. And remember, Richard's the kind who would let Pete know about it on the sideline. And remember, then they go into the next year, and there was an early season game, and Richard's over there screaming at Pete Carroll, run the damn ball. And
now, I bet you if it was just an incomplete pass, you would have came back third down. You would have said, fuck, I got to run it.
God,
I'm
God have to.
Yeah. Sure. What are we doing? So that shit weird.
Well, this is a very lopsided poll because we never get these numbers. 95% of the chat says they would have run the ball. Obviously, it's easy saying that looking back. Clear and obvious. And it's weird today. I think everybody's sick. All the boys are agreeing today.
Man, we're up here at Super Bowl. We're feeling good. We're up in San
boys
Francisco.
are vibing. I'm like, okay, let's get some difference of opinion here. I want some fighting.
Yeah.
All right, we've talked this.
The question's just so clear and obvious, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna go? Who go? Nah, he should have threw that.
Yeah, right. No, hell no.
I like you, Richie.
Yeah, I like the play call.
Yeah.
Skip this and he like it a little bit.
I didn't hate it.
He hated it.
I didn't hate it.
He hated it.
All right, we've been talking about the coaching hires for the last couple weeks. So actually, ESPN Bill Barnell ranked the best coaching hires in the last
Barnwell
from the last 5 years. So let's look at them because we have number 1 is Dan Campbell. Then we have Sirianni. Then we have Mike McDonald. Then we have Rabel, D'Amico Ryan, and Sean Payton. So, Gerald, do you agree with this list?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. What's wrong with the list?
Sirianni got to be one.
Sirianni
Right?
for sure got to be
He's
one.
got a
Two
Super Bowl.
Bowls.
Yeah.
He been to 2 and won one.
Yeah.
And
For
then
sure.
After that, it's kind of how you want to look at it, how you value it. My number 2 was DeMeco Ryans because of what he's done. The 3 years, 10+ wins, got 3 playoff wins, and it's in a row. That's 3 years of having success. And then my next was Sean Payton because you look at the first year where he had Russ, and it was like, but then you take a rookie quarterback and you go to playoffs.
Yeah.
You take that same quarterback, he takes his game to the next level, and you go all the way to the AFC Championship, and you were a few bad plays from making it to the Super Bowl, coaching this team up. And then after that, I went McDonald because he's won 10+ games 2 years in a row, and then I went Vrabel. Dan Campbell's kind of been, they had that year where it was like, oh, NFC Championship. Then they had this rookie come in their house and bust them up. Then they missed the playoffs. So it's kind of, you've been the steady declining. But, you know, it's kind of really how you want to, just where you want to put it after that. Yeah, so.
Richie,
but
what do you
one, I believe, is Sirianni. He got to be one.
Okay.
I definitely put Sirianni at 1. Obviously, they've been to 2 Super Bowls. They won 1. You know, all the other names on this list are great coaches. You could say great things about every single one of them. Dan Campbell, they've fallen off a little bit, but they lost Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. But what he was able to do in Detroit, I mean, was revolutionary. You know, they have been so bad for so long, and now we talk about identity, and we talk about scheme, and we talk about they are built in the identity of Dan Campbell. DeMeco's doing a great job down in Houston. Sean Payton, obviously, he's a legendary coach, and what he's done in Denver, I mean, he's made them a threat to win it every single season. And then you got Vrabel and McDonald, and we'll get the ranking on them after this weekend. You know, one's going to be here and one's going to be here.
Yeah.
But for McDonald and Vrabel to come in and have this much success so early, I think it gives motivation to a lot of teams. Because looking at the Raiders, got Kubiak coming in, got the number 1 overall pick, got $100 million in cap space, right? They're looking at the blueprint that McDonald and Vrabel have laid and saying, okay, McDonald got to the Super Bowl in 2 years. Vrabel got there in his first year, right? It's possible. So I think this is a great list of coaches, but I think definitely Sirianni won.
I like the list. I definitely put Sirianni at 1 just because you won a chip. That's something that the rest of these coaches on the list ain't do. So you got to be 1. That's the standard. But everything else, man, I like it, man. All these guys went to a franchise and changed it immediately. I mean, that's what you want to do as a head coach. So, you know, Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, like where we at on this list? Yeah. But they ain't did nothing that these guys ain't do on the list. So, hey, I like the list, man. I would bump Sirianni up to 1. Everything else is cool with me.
Where would you put Dan Campbell?
I like what Dan Campbell done, man. He been to a conference championship. You know what I'm saying? What have I guess Vrabel and McDonald been to a conference championship and Super Bowl, but DeMeco ain't been to no conference championship. Sean been to a conference championship. And it's what he took over. Like, you took the Lions is one of the worst franchises before he got there since I've been watching, playing, anything. Like, these boys been historically bad. And now they still had it. They didn't make the playoffs, but they still was fighting week 16 to see if they was going. Like, bro, they're just a totally different franchise now. So, man, he transformed that shit to me. So I keep him at 2. What's wrong with it?
No, I think that's why I say I think it's just kind of how you want to put it after that. As long as Sirianni is 1, after that it's like,
I guess
like you see him all
whoever win the chip this weekend, I would put them at 2. And then Dan Campbell, and then
Richie's on that same page. Richie agreed with that.
Okay, Nick Sirianni.
Come on, Skip.
So he takes over for Dougie Peterson. They're 4-11-1 the year before, and yet every time I see Sirianni on like a Hard Knocks thing, behind the scenes interviews, and they were on the NFC East this year, I saw him a lot. Never impresses me. Like, he's not the commanding officer that some of these other guys are. Like Sean. When Sean takes over the room, he just takes over the room, and I'm all ears. Sirianni just spews a bunch of cliches, and I'm looking at the faces of the guys, and they're kind of looking at their phones. And to me, even though he clearly has done the most of these hires of the last 5 years, because I can't take away 2 chips, near chip. I mean, Jalen played well enough to win both of them. But he's the least valuable head coach of all these guys as far as changing the culture and dominating the franchise. The unsung MVP of the Eagles is Howie Roseman, who didn't even play high school football. And just look, like I always say, he just runs Super Bowl rings around Jerry Jones every offseason. Every time they got to plug a hole, boom, he goes and gets exactly the right guy at the right time. He drafts the exact right guy at the right time. And it's like hit. Jalen Hurts changed the culture in Philadelphia, and Howie stole him in the second round, and I tweeted it immediately. Jalen Hurts will change life in Philadelphia. And that was back when Wentz was in his glory days, Carson Wentz. And no, he's not that guy. Jalen is that guy. He is the leader of that locker room, of the weight room, of the huddle, of the bench. He's the leader. He's the culture changer, not Nick Sirianni. And they have had great coordinators. I know they've had this stream of coordinators, but Fangio is really good at what he does. Maybe he's not the best, but he's really good. And you say he's kind of meat and potatoes. I got it. But coaching defense, he can coach defense. And they're legit on defense. And obviously, they've had the right offensive coordinator here because they've broken through with them, and then they get another job. But it's about Jalen Hurts. I don't know. I don't see Nick Sirianni as that dude, that guy.
So when we talk about the Patriots, they took the identity of their head coach, but Philly didn't.
Okay.
Like, what are we talking about?
So
how Philly? Why he don't get the same respect that Vrabel get?
Okay,
his team ain't take his identity.
All right, I'm tempted to put Vrabel 1 on this list as the best hire, but I don't have a conclusion yet because I need it to be brought home. Yeah. But if they bring it home on Sunday, I'm going to say for Robert Kraft to fire a young coach that he loved like a son, and groomed him, and he was just in the pipeline, and he played, and he coached, and he coordinated, and he gave it to him, and he loved him. And then, I don't know what was going on the inside, but for some reason, it did not work. And Robert Kraft and his sons, but especially that elder son, they just said, this is not working. For whatever reason, I don't know what it was, but I'll bet it tore Robert Kraft apart to have to call in Gerard Mayo and say, I'm sorry, it did not work. That was that's a swallow your pride move. See, Jerry Jones wouldn't make that move because he would say, God, I'm going to look terrible. Like I hired Schottenheimer and elevated him from the staff, and it didn't work because they were 7-9-1. What if he fired? Well, Jerry's not going to fire him because it'd make Jerry look bad because you pulled the wrong trigger, man. You overreacted because you thought you were grooming your quarterback coach to become the head coach. Nope, you were wrong. I'm not saying he's wrong yet, but he could be. But Robert Kraft pulled that trigger, man. Boom, gone. And when he fired him, it was still 3 days before Vrabel was available. And then he goes and gets a Mike Vrabel who turns it completely. They were, 4-13? Well, yeah, 4-13. Yeah, 4-13 the year before. And now they're 14-3? You're kidding. Well, he was the perfect hire at the perfect time at the perfect place because he played for Bill at a high level. He was a really good football player who even caught a couple of touchdown passes in Super
I get
Bowls.
that, though, Skip, but what I'm saying is how do Sirianni not get any credit from you?
Okay, I'm just telling you what my eyes tell. I'm eye testing him. I'm not in the building. I'm not in the locker room. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing from afar.
Well, what you seeing is, because with the network, they send me to all these different training camps. So I got to sit with Nick Sirianni and watch them practice. At practice, it's just a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
He's put so much groundwork into how this thing operates.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni was kind of just standing on the side, like
he
was looking over here. He was making sure that was going. He's looking at them. I sat and talked to him for a second. That's just his demeanor. That's just how he is. But when he talk, everybody lock in. That's how it is.
What I see,
So that came from somewhere. He had to lay that foundation for if his demeanor's like this, and he wasn't loud talking or nothing. But when he talked, everybody was stay centered.
Okay.
So that came from somewhere. It's the stuff we don't see.
Well, what I see from the outside looking in is I see him talking shit to fans, right?
He does.
I see him getting on AJ ass, running down the sideline. I see a competitive ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the Eagles come off to me as one of the most competitive teams in the league. So the players, they talk shit. They take the identity of their head coach. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. I don't see a quiet, and I see him, bro, you talking, turning around, taking your headset off, talking shit to fans. Like, bro, he competitive as hell.
Yeah.
And that's how his team play to me, shit. So I gotta give him credit for 2 chips or 2 chip appearances and 1 ring, always in the playoffs. Like, I don't see how you can't.
Okay, so the weirdest thing to me is Nick Sirianni was the offensive coordinator in Indy. That's why he got this job. And he goes to Philadelphia and immediately names an offensive coordinator and gives him play calling. That's just weird to me. Do you not trust yourself? Because all the great ones, all the geniuses, they're going to say, I'm going to do this. I'll show you because this is my calling card. I'm coming here to run the offense. And he doesn't. Then it sputters, falters at midseason. He says, I'm going to be more involved. I'm going to sit in the meetings. You don't sit in every meeting? I don't know. That's who you are. Your forte is the offensive side of the football. I just never... It's a weird organization because it sputters along and then all of a sudden the quarterback just takes off and takes over games. And again, in that first Super Bowl, he outplayed. I can just show you the numbers. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes in that game. He had way better numbers, but he had 1 uncharacteristic, unforced error in the second quarter of that first Mahomes Super Bowl. Remember, I don't know what possessed him. He just dropped the ball, remember? And Nick Bolton scooped it and scored with it. It was just an unforced error. And they were playing uphill from there all the way home, and they couldn't quite get home, even though it was a close game to the bitter end.
But again, I say being a head coach is more than X's and O's.
No, I understand.
When
Well,
AJ got in the media, he didn't say
Yeah.
I talked to nobody else.
Yeah.
He said I talked to Nick every Monday. Like he had, as a head coach, there's so much you have to worry about.
Yeah.
So if you bring in these guys and all them OCs getting head coaching jobs,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like they come from that tree that Nick. We talk about the McVay tree. Nick Sirianni kind of got a little tree now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they learned it from somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He managed it. It's a lot to manage. That Philly team is
Yeah, it's a
full
lot.
of personalities and a lot of different stuff going on that he have to manage.
Okay,
But they
to your
always
point,
find
Skip,
a way to win.
Bill, he probably created every defensive game plan that we ran. When we started that meeting, Bill went in the meetings, Matty P in the front of these meetings. Him and Bill probably collabed, and Matty P, you the defensive coordinator, motherfucker, go do your job. Coordinate. You know what I'm saying? We can meet, come up with this, all right, bet, you coordinate. I don't gotta be in, what I need to be in the meeting for? What the fuck I'm paying you for? So Bill ain't never used to be in our defensive meetings, the corner meetings, the whole defensive meetings. For what?
You know who meeting they said he was in? They said he would go over there and sit with Tom. Because he going in there. Tom said it himself. He said he's a defensive-minded coach, but he would come in our meetings and tell us that's what a head coach is.
I don't know where he was because I was in my own meeting.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't in there with us. I don't know where the fuck Bill was. You feel me? He wasn't in there with us, though. I'll tell you that.
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Nick Sirianni's screaming at fans like he's just some guy. I don't
He's just
know.
a competitive. That's that competitive edge, though.
Yeah.
Skip.
Yeah,
like,
you
know
want
what
a
I'm saying?
competitor as
You
a
want a
coach.
fucking fiery competitor, like, and
Hey.
that's what the Eagles is to me.
He did all that and then win one of them Super Bowl. And they, now shut up. I got this.
Yeah.
You know?
If we had an Eagles chat right now and you said, should he stay or go? I guarantee you most of the chat, the majority would say fire Nick Sirianni right now.
Yeah, they're
They
definitely
don't love him.
frustrated.
That's just
They've
a
never
tough
loved
fan base, man.
Okay.
That is a tough
Y'all
fan.
a year removed
Nah,
from a
they do,
Super
man.
Bowl.
You just want to chip and fire them. Like,
Yeah.
You said a really interesting thing before about Howie Roseman. He's running laps around the entire
He
NFL.
is.
The way that they draft, the way that they develop, the way that they spend money in free agency, they see a hole, they plug it. They draft a good offensive lineman, they pay them early.
Dude.
They go out and they draft guys like, we need an interior player. Okay, Jalen Carter. We need an edge guy. Okay, Nolan Smith. Like they go out there and they do it, and Howie has been doing it at the highest level than anybody else.
Yeah.
Every year in Philadelphia, like even back to like the 2015, 2016, they had the so-on called dream teams, but they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Now they got it all coming
That's
together.
what I'm saying. So we've seen dream teams who can't get it done, right?
Right, yeah.
Plenty of them. The Nambi, that's dream team.
Nambi, yeah, I know
we
him
see
well.
so many. Would you say the
Asamoah.
Cowboys is
Yeah.
a dream team? Like that's a great roster.
Well,
right?
but that's the difference between the
It's
Eagles
a
and the
fucking awesome
Cowboys.
roster.
But the Cowboys go into a season, and you know they have holes everywhere, and then it becomes very apparent about halfway through the season that we needed help. So yeah.
Man, we see a bunch of teams with these awesome rosters who don't win chips.
For sure.
together.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the head coach, the guy running this ship, driving this ship, he always got to get credit, Skip. He's got to.
I don't think you're giving Jalen Hurts enough credit.
I mean, Jalen Hurts, he do his shit. I give him a lot of credit. I love Jalen Hurts.
He's a piece of the puzzle.
He probably just fell out my top 5. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, I'm saying he was top 5.
Yeah.
He probably just fell out because the year he had was kind of down, but
I like Jalen's intangibles more than his tangibles.
man, I like my coach talking shit to everybody. That's gonna crank me up.
Yeah.
I think he's Philly. Like I think he's
Yeah,
Philly. He's like,
yeah.
oh fuck me, no, fuck you.
Exactly. You feel me? I want that from my head coach. It's gonna rub off on the whole team, and we all gonna have that personality. We gonna go to Dallas. Like, yeah.
Rob, I know
You
y'all
feel
hate
me?
seeing him coming to New York.
Yeah.
Forget the head shake, bro.
Hey, Rob knows.
They've been
that.
beating the shit out of the
Rob got
Giants
to deal with
for-
that twice a year. He like, man, yeah.
He knows what that's about.
If we did do that vote, Rob like, yeah, get him out of there.
Rob can't stand Sirianni.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, all right. Finally, the boys do not agree on something, and that's Sirianni. So Skip doesn't pass the eye test for Skip, but we are going to wrap it up here. We have a packed week. We're going to be on the show every single day this week up until Super Bowl. So tune in tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching Gridiron presented by Underdog.
Whoa, whoa.
Good shit, y'all.